Okay, can you guys hear me? All right, perfect. Well, I'm excited to be on here with you guys. I want to start out by welcoming you guys to this live event. And that's really what this is, guys. This isn't just some presentation or some training. To me, this is a live event. And I know that a lot of you guys have been very, very excited about this and have been anticipating this for quite a while now. And I've been getting tons of messages. Everyone let me know that they're excited for this day, and the day is finally here, guys. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you guys, looking forward to hanging out, looking forward to showing you guys this opportunity. And I even know there's a lot of companies that are even watching this together. You guys are huddled up in the office. You guys are behind a TV screen or a computer screen, so shout out to you guys. I know there's families that are watching this as well. There's the moms and dads that got their kids, so shout out to the family time. I love you guys are watching this rather than even just some movie, which is great to hear. I know that some of my mentors are on here, and I want to definitely start off by honoring them and letting them know how much I appreciate their support of being on here, and they've been some of the people that have taken the biggest bets on me, so it's an honor to have them on here, and I do even better when my mentors are listening. And some of you guys I know have never even started a business before, and you just have a lot of hope. You have a lot of anticipation. You're like every great person was when they were first starting out, and I've really been preparing all week to make sure to over deliver for you guys and make sure to give you guys all results, because that's what I'm here for. That's like my favorite word in the English dictionary is the word results. Now here's the deal. There is a chat box that I have where you guys can basically type in questions. You guys can let me know where you're at, and I want to make sure that you guys are using that, because if you guys aren't using the chat box, it's literally just like I'm talking at you rather than talking with you. I want to have a good conversation. I want to chat with you, and just know if you guys are asking questions at the very end of this live event today, I'm going to be answering as many questions I can possibly go through, and I'm going to make sure that every single question you have is answered, because I want you guys to have everything you need in order to start to be able to implement this opportunity and make it a part of your life. And that's what I'm going to be telling you guys about today. I'm going to be telling you guys about an opportunity that I believe in a ton, and I just can't wait to show you guys what this is all about. We're going to be having a lot of fun. So here's what we're talking about today. We're going to be talking about the YTA method. Now you may be saying, okay, what's the YTA method? Well, that's why you guys are on this live event right now. The YTA method is the new way to profit from YouTube without being a YouTuber or even spending a dime on YouTube ads. And no, you never have to step in front of a camera. You don't have to show your face. You don't have to edit a video, and you don't even have to be good at technology at all. That is the YTA method. Now, those of you guys who know about YouTube, you're saying, well, Caleb, isn't that everything that goes into YouTube? Well, yes, it is, but not with the YTA method. In fact, I'm actually going to be introducing you guys to someone here shortly who has used the YTA method to actually create over 2,000 streams of income, and he has 12 more that are being added every single day. Like, imagine that, guys. 2,000 streams of income. But guys, if you're doing that, it's almost impossible not to actually have passive income. Now, let's start off with talking about this. Even an extreme skeptic can't deny that real people are making real money from YouTube. I mean, look at this 7-year-old kid. He's making $22 million a year playing with toys, according to Forbes. You know why? Because he's playing with those toys in front of the camera on YouTube. I mean, guys, if a 7-year-old can make $22 million a year playing with toys, what are the possibilities for you? You see, the number of channels that are earning 6 figures each year on YouTube has increased by 40% year on year. Guys, that means this opportunity is not just a fantastic opportunity, but it's a growing opportunity. Every single year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you have the opportunity not only to take advantage of this opportunity, but to also grow with this opportunity. And the cool part is, most of the channels making money don't even know about the new way that turns making money on YouTube from luck and hope into a science and formula. And that's what we're gonna be chatting about today, guys. So here's what you're gonna be learning during this presentation and during this live event. The first thing I'm gonna share with you guys is I'm gonna share with you the new way to make passive income on YouTube. And let me give you a fast hint. It's something you see every day but don't even know exists. So I'll let your mind start getting working, wondering what that new way is. Number 2, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how to use OPC to near guarantee virality, so that you never have to rely on hope and luck. And you guys may be saying, well, Caleb Maddox, what is this OPC thing? Well, guys, that's why you're on here right now. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys exactly what OPC is, because I don't want you guys having to hope and hope on that luck will work and hope that this just kind of happens for you. I want to make sure you guys have the tools that you need, have the formula that you need, in order to not just make it possible to succeed, but to make it impossible to fail, because that's personally how I like to operate. I'm also gonna be showing you guys how to put it all on autopilot by outsourcing and automating your channel so that your income turns into passive income. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys actual screenshots and case studies of my friends' channels and how much they're actually making. So I'm literally gonna be pulling back the curtain, showing you guys inside the channels of my friends who are using this new way and how much money it's making them and how they're actually doing it. And you're also gonna be seeing successful students who are using this formula to earn learn big on YouTube. You're gonna be seeing actual students that are applying this, which is really, really exciting because that just shows you what's possible for you. And you're also going to be learning the new way to grow your personal brand faster than people that are spending millions of dollars on ads, which is crazy because I know so many people watching this. You guys have heard that you need to build your personal brand. Some of you guys may already have a personal brand. You want to build a personal brand, and no one knows about this new way, but the people that know it, they're able to literally hit a skip button on personal branding that makes them absolutely explode and blow up. And also, I want to be sharing with you guys how to take advantage of our era's greatest opportunity so that YouTube can write your next paycheck. Guys, I'm curious, how many of you guys want YouTube to write your next paycheck? What if that could happen? Put a yes in the chat, maybe even throw in a money emoji. Let me know, would you guys like to hear how you can take advantage of our era's greatest opportunity? I'm also gonna be sharing how to instantly increase your YouTube channel's profits by changing this one thing, even if you never upload another video. Now, I know a lot of you guys, you already have YouTube channels, and if you don't, that's totally fine. This new way is gonna work unbelievably well for you, and you're just gonna get started off the bat. But for those of you who already have YouTube channels, if you change this one thing, even if you never upload a single video, it's gonna instantly increase your YouTube channel's profits. And I'm really excited to share with you that ninja hack. You guys are gonna learn a lot of like ninja secrets today. This isn't just like some theoretical stuff. We're gonna be getting into the trenches of YouTube, which is exciting. I'm gonna be sharing with you guys how people are making a full-time income with small, tiny, 1-week-old YouTube channels, and why subscribers are now irrelevant with the new way. That's right. Everyone tells you need a bunch of subscribers. Well, they don't know about the new way, and so they don't know the right way. All right, I'm also gonna share with you guys how the new way turned YouTube from a kid's game into your opportunity to make true passive income using the same principles of real estate investing. Because a lot of people think YouTube is just for kids. Today, you're gonna learn it very much isn't so. Now, who is this for though? Who is this for? But I'm gonna get into that in just 1 second. Now, with the new way, you can profit from YouTube without ever stepping in front of the camera, working insane amounts of hours, having this crazy personality. You can do all this without this stuff. You can do it without editing even a single video or even knowing how to edit, honestly. You can profit from YouTube without being behind a microphone, without being good at technology. Some of you guys may be saying, well, Cal, I've tried stuff online before. I'm just not good enough at technology. This is one of the few ways and few opportunities where you don't have to be good at technology to actually make real profits. You're gonna learn the new way that you can profit from YouTube without learning graphic design so you can create thumbnails. You're gonna learn how to do it without having expensive equipment or any equipment at all. Maybe someone will kill. I need a camera in order to go to do YouTube. That's gonna cost me a lot. No, guys, you can literally do this without any equipment at all. And you guys may say, well, Caleb, is that everything that goes into, isn't that everything that goes into YouTube? Well, yeah, it actually is everything that goes into YouTube, but just not with the new way. So I know you guys are probably burning, wanting to know, what is this new way? Well, here are just some of the results of from the new way, from just one person that I'm gonna be introducing to you guys shortly. These are real case studies of people that are using this new way from just one person. You guys are gonna be meeting him very soon. And no, you will never have to pay for a single ad for the new way to work. A lot of people say, well, Caleb, I guess I'm gonna have to spend a lot of money on ads in order to make this YouTube thing work. Well, not with the new way, once again. Now, this is for 5 types of people today. So if you're in this 5 people, I want you to stay on. And if you're not, then this isn't the presentation for you. Number 1, this is for someone who wants to use YouTube as a part-time business and side income. Maybe you already have stuff going on. You just want an extra side income that's coming in every single month. This is for someone who wants to use YouTube as a full-time business and a career. Maybe you want to go all in. You want to use this new way. This is for someone who has a team member with a few extra hours in the day who they can teach you YouTube to make you more passive income. Now, guys, I know this is one of my favorite parts about this. Is actually some of the things I'm doing with my team. Is this a great way to make even some people on your team that you already have that have a few extra hours in the day even more profitable than they already are. We're also going to be sharing, this is also for someone who already has a lot on their plate and just wants to let their money work for them by putting it into an investment that works just like real estate and creates real sustainable passive income, but without investing huge amounts of money up front. So I'm actually showing you how YouTube can become an investment that's similar to real estate, but you don't have to spend this crazy amount of money up front just to get it to work. And this is for someone who wants to use the new way of YouTube to profitably explode their personal brand without even spending a dime on advertising by doing nothing but stepping in front of the camera. Guys, I do want to say this before I even hop into it fully. I'm not a YouTuber, guys. I mean, yes, I've gone viral online. Yes, I've uploaded YouTube videos. Yes, I'm close with some of the top YouTubers in the world. And you may have even seen some of the videos I've uploaded on YouTube in the past. But what I really am is not a YouTuber, but I'm rather a business person. And the opportunity that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today in this presentation is not just for aspiring young YouTubers. Although they will love this, it'll be the best presentation you ever watch. What this really is for, what I went all in and made sure this is who I'm talking to, is this is for the business people. This is for people out there that fall into one of these 5 types of people and want to use YouTube for these 5 things. Now, before we hop into it, I need your full focus. And guys, I'm going to teach you guys something real fast. Before we even get into the actual training on YouTube, let me just throw in some extra value, over deliver even more. Focus is the absence of distraction. So when I say I need your full focus, what I'm really saying is I need your full absence of distraction. I need you to look around, look at every distraction that possibly could get in your way. Because if you miss one sentence in this, that could be the difference between literally your business growing and not. I need to make sure that you guys are listening to every single word. So any distraction that's around, maybe there's multiple tabs open on your computer right now while you're watching this. I want you to exit out of those tabs. Maybe you have your notifications turned on so someone could text you. And it may seem harmless. Maybe someone just sends you a text, but you could miss something super important. So I want you guys to put everything on do not disturb. Make sure there's no way someone can call you, someone can text you. If you guys are in a noisy room, I want you to go into a room that's just quiet and you can go all in, because focus, the absent distraction. I need you guys' undivided attention today. Now, let me answer this first question before we even hop into it. Who am I? Because I watch something sometimes, I'm like, I want to know, who is this person? Like, it's cool if they have a great opportunity, but who is the person that's telling me about this? Well, my name is Caleb Maddox. I made my first $100,000 by 14. I made my first $1 million by 16. I am the author of 9 books. I'm the founder of a kids education company that's evaluated between $15 to $30 million. And what I'm most proud of about that is we have 100,000 students, 100,000 kids that are in this program and their lives are being changed each and every single day. I'm the co-founder of something called Maximum Wage, which is literally one of the #1 entrepreneur education platforms in the world. And I'm also the co-creator of the world's #1 YouTube automation program, which is called YTA. Now here's what I want to start off by letting you guys know up front. I'm not going to risk my reputation today because I know who's watching this. The guys I know, like I said before, my mentors, the people who have bet on me, the people that have believed in me, the people that have supported me, the people that have taught me, they're all on this training right now. And I just want you guys to know up front, I refuse to risk my reputation. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys anything that I do not fully believe. I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys something that's just kind of a little bit twisted or a little bit out of integrity. Like for me, I know who's watching this. I know that my dad's probably going to watch this. I know my mom's going to watch this as well. Like I want you guys to know I'm not the type of person who's just going to risk the reputation that I've spent the last few years trying to build up in this industry over just trying to convince you about something that I don't truly believe in. So I do want to start off with some house rules and let you guys know up front with full integrity what I'm about. Number 1, I am not into the whole get rich quick stuff. Like I know you see that a lot. You see ads, you see videos, you may have been on trainings in the past. You're like, you're going to get rich quick overnight. Guys, it will not happen overnight for you. And if you think it is, this is not for you. This is not for you today. You can go search other things, but this today is not about how to get rich overnight. This is not about effortless earnings. I'm not telling you guys that off the bat, all of a sudden you're just never gonna have to do anything and you're gonna make millions and millions of dollars. No, I don't believe in effortless earnings. It's not true. I've searched the internet and I've never found a single thing. Trust me, little 12-year-old Caleb was hoping there was effortless earnings out there. Nope, not a thing, and I'm not into that. And these results you guys are gonna be learning about today are not typical. They're not typical results. Like they're gonna be seeing very big numbers, bigger numbers you may have even seen in other opportunities, but these results are not typical. Yes, they are possible, but they are not typical, and I don't want you guys thinking, oh, I'm gonna get this exact same thing. No, guys, there's not just some duplicate button and all of a sudden you're making all the millions of dollars that other people out there are making. And I want this to be a win-win for everyone. Like for me, I don't just want you to win, even though I desperately want you to win. I wake up every single morning, early in the morning, and I'm literally thinking, how do I help millions of people across the world win? For me, this isn't just about making you money. I wanna make sure you win. I wanna make sure YouTube wins. And there's also 2 other people, 2 other parties that are involved inside of the new way. And I wanna make sure that it's a win-win-win-win for all 4 parties a part of the new way. So with that being said, now that we're on the exact same page, let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing that you guys need to know about YouTube is this thing called the magic button. See, this is my absolute favorite part about YouTube. And how many of you guys want to know more about this magic button? Go ahead and put that in the chat below. I want to see yeses for the magic button. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so this magic button works like this. There's an off and on button inside of your YouTube panel, and I'll show you guys how to get there and all that good stuff. And when you turn it on, guess what? Now you can get paid. That is when the money starts to happen. That is how you start to actually make money on YouTube. You just turn on this magic button. Now, how does YouTube actually pay you money? Because I'm not just gonna assume everyone knows how YouTube pays you money because it would be confusing. Like, how do I upload videos and I get paid money for views? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, YouTube is a platform, obviously, with the goal of making money. And that may shock some of you guys. You're like, wait a second, Gil, I didn't know it was a platform with the goal of making money. I thought it was just a platform to watch cat videos. Well, although you can do that, really what it is at the end of the day is a business. Like, just like us, like we wanna make money. In order to make money, in order to be a good business, what do you need? Well, you need people that pay you. You need someone to pay you money or you can't make money. So guess who pays YouTube? Well, it's these awesome people over here called advertisers. Now, these advertisers are usually big companies. They're big companies that have a product, have a service, and guess what they want? They want to get that product in front of the viewer's eyes. They want to pitch their product, their brand slogan, their service, whatever it might be. They want the viewers to know about it so that advertisers can make more money. But there's one problem. The viewers don't care about the advertisers. I mean, guys, who goes and just watches ads? That's not what you're doing here. You're watching creators. That is what the viewers do. They're watching you, which are the creators. They're engulfed in the video that you created that is moving them, that makes them laugh, that entertains them. That is what they're watching. People go to YouTube to watch videos that they enjoy and entertain. They don't want to just get pitched by some advertiser. So because the viewers aren't focused on the advertiser, but they're focused on you and the creators, there's one person in the way from the advertiser getting to the viewers, and that's you, the creators. So advertisers got creative. They did something pretty cool. They said, you know what if we pay YouTube? Like I said, this is the people that pay YouTube. What if we pay YouTube money? YouTube puts a video in front of the creators' videos that the viewers have to watch. And if they like it, they keep watching it. If not, they can skip over it. And that is literally how YouTube works. Advertisers pay YouTube money and put videos in front of creators' videos, and that way the viewers see their product, see their service, and they can make even more money. But here's the deal. YouTube just can't put a video, an ad in front of your video and you don't get anything. You're the really important person here. Like, it's your video. So YouTube said, you know what? Because the creators are the ones that's allowing us to be able to have these advertisers get in front of the viewers, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something pretty generous. We're gonna give the creators 55% of the money that advertisers pay us. That's right. The money that advertisers give to YouTube, you get to keep 55% of that money in order for them to put an ad in front of your video. But that makes sense. I mean, obviously, you get the 55% of profits because you're the most valuable person on the platform. Like, you're who people are there to watch. You're the most valuable person, so you get the majority of the profits from advertisers. So guys, think about the opportunity this opens up. That means that you get 55% of profits from a platform that's growing twice as fast as Facebook. 55% of profits from a platform where there's 5 billion videos that are watched every single day on YouTube. 5 billion videos. You get 55% of platforms that has 1.8 trillion videos that are watched every year, and that number continues to grow. This isn't a stagnant number. Every single year, it continues to increase. And you're getting 55% of profits from a platform that has 1.8 billion monthly active users. Guys, they paid out an estimated $6 billion to creators just like you last year alone, people just like you who upload YouTube videos. Now, here's the deal. People are leaving so much money on the table by thinking YouTube is just for kids. Don't you guys see this opportunity? Like, put below, like, are you guys seeing this opportunity? I want to see in the chat that you guys are understanding this opportunity. That way I can continue. Because it doesn't matter how old you are anymore. It doesn't matter. Like, all matters is that you take advantage of this opportunity because YouTube is your opportunity. And so many people think, well, YouTube is a kid's game. YouTube is for kids. But that's not the truth. There's people that are every single different type of ages, especially with this new way. It opens it up to where YouTube is now your opportunity because of the new way you're going to be learning about here shortly. Now, the best part about this is that YouTube doesn't care where you're from. YouTube doesn't care what your ethnicity is. YouTube doesn't care if you have some college degree, what college you went to, what your background education is. YouTube doesn't care about your age, like I said, how young you are or how old you are. YouTube doesn't care if your parents are rich, if you come from a rich background. It doesn't care about your credibility and your positioning, who you know, who you've met in the past, what you've done. It doesn't care about any of that, and it even doesn't care about how much money you have now. You see, all YouTube cares about is one thing, and that's that people watch your videos, and when they do, guess what happens? It's our favorite part about this entire process, and that's that you get paid. That's all YouTube cares about. People watch your videos, you get paid. And to me, that is why YouTube is an opportunity for everyone. That is why YouTube is your opportunity. Because of one simple reason. YouTube is the only platform with the magic button. That's why. Facebook doesn't have this magic button. Instagram doesn't have this magic button. Snapchat doesn't have this magic button. TikTok doesn't have this magic button. New platforms, old platforms. There's only one platform with the magic button that'll start to pay you money, and that's YouTube. And that button, it's called monetization. And all monetization is you just clicking a button, turning it on, and the moment you turn on monetization, guess what? All you're doing is just giving permission for YouTube to show ads before your videos. That way you get paid money for every single view. But I do want to be fully transparent because I want to make sure to reveal everything to you about the good and bad about YouTube. Like, guys, I refuse to be one of those, this is the best opportunity ever. There's nothing else that goes into it other than going to the bank. Because the truth is, there is no magic money machine. Like, if I told you there was, that would just be fully out of integrity and go against everything I was raised to do. And also, like, I'm not going to make something up and say there's some magic money machine when some of the closest people in my life are on here watching this. Like, I want to make sure I'm in full integrity. And if there was a magic money machine, guys, I'd be talking to you guys about that today. So it's not a magic money machine, but I do believe that this is the greatest opportunity of our era. But there is one catch about this amazing opportunity. And that's that because of the old way, this catch has actually stopped some creators from ever making money. And that catch is this. YouTube will not pay you unless you have monetization turned on. Once you have monetization turned on, you get paid, but if you don't have it turned on, they will not pay you. And monetization requires two things and two things only. You have these two things, you're monetized, you can start getting paid. And that's number one, 1,000 subscribers. Once you have 1,000 subscribers, and then number two, once you have 4,000 plus hours of watch time, you can now turn on monetization and start getting paid. So here's the question, how do you get monetized fast so you can start getting paid? Well, let me give you 3 ways to do that. Number one, you can do it organically. Now, with the old way, this was a little bit tougher, but with the new way that you'll be learning about today, this can happen faster than you would ever expect to get a monetized channel. Get 1,000 subscribers and to get 4,000 plus hours of watch time doing it organically. With the new way, it's way simpler than you could ever imagine. Number two, there's actually a way where you can buy a monetized channel for $200, which most people don't even have a clue is an option. I'll be sharing that with you guys here in a little bit. And number three, this is a really cool thing that we're doing with this live event today because you guys are giving us your time, so we want to reward you with something. If you stay to the very end of this training, we're actually going to be giving away 10 monetized channels completely free so that you can start getting paid day one on YouTube. You're going to learn so much about YouTube. You're going to want to get paid day one. So we're giving away 10 monetized channels, but we only have 10. And then, like I said, there's one more catch to that, and that's you have to stay to the very end of this training. If you don't stay, you're no longer eligible. But if you stay to the very end, we're going to be giving away 10 monetized channels. All right, those are 3 ways. But once you have monetization turned on, you're off to the races. And you can start to take advantage of the only platform with the magic button. Now here's the deal. Out of all the social media platforms, out of every website online, you can argue which one you want to use. But you can't argue that YouTube is the best business opportunity. Like if you guys want to scroll Instagram, that's okay. But if you want to get paid, you have no choice but to use YouTube. And honestly, I'm the perfect example of this. See, I went viral on Facebook. Just one of my videos reached 40 million people. I mean, guys, think about how many people that is. Like, take that into account. I remember when that first happened, I was like, think about how many Super Bowl stadiums that is full of people. That's a crazy amount of people. I was reaching 9 million people every week on Facebook. Guys, it was pretty cool back then. I had people come up and be like, oh my gosh, you're one of the top people on Facebook. I see your videos all the time, right? Like, I had so many people. I literally gave Facebook hundreds of thousands of hours of watch time. But guess how much I got paid? I got paid nothing. You know why? Facebook doesn't have the magic button. I went on Australian national TV in front of 8 million people. I remember I was so excited. I get to be in front of TV. I had no clue to even be 8 million people by the way. I thought it would just be like 100,000 people. And they told me the numbers afterwards. Like 8 million people watch this. And dude, little 14-year-old Caleb was pretty hyped about that one. Literally, I went on national TV, 14-year-old CEO, the teenager motivating people around the world. This guy right here, awesome dude, he literally said on there that I'm the young Tony Robbins. They talked about me speaking on stages, the companies I own. Guess how much I got paid for that? I got paid literally nothing. Right? I've even gone viral on Instagram. I'm even verified, guys. The verification, this always blows people's mind. People think when you get verified on Instagram, you've made it, right? Well, apparently not, because guess how much I got paid for that? I got paid nothing. Why? Because none of those platforms have the magic button. But those 3 things alone on YouTube, because of monetization, could have made me over $1 million if I knew about the new way. It's pretty cool stuff we're learning here, guys, right? Go ahead and put in the chat below. If you guys, like I know this is some of you guys' first time learning about the magic button, and it blows my mind that people don't talk about this more. Like, this is what makes YouTube different. You see, $1 million is the cost of my mistake. If I would have known about this magic button, if I would have known how this worked, this training literally could have saved me $1 million plus. That's honestly a conservative estimate. So once again, because of that fact, because I'm giving you guys something that if I would have watched this training a few years ago, it would have saved me over $1 million, I need your undivided attention. It's so vital, guys. Like in the 21st century, the day and age we live in, it's so easy to get distracted, want to do other things, want to hop on phone calls, text, all sorts of stuff. I need your undivided attention. Now, maybe you're thinking success came easy to me, right? You know, a lot of people think that I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth because of how much money I've made by such a young age. People see me do videos saying I was a millionaire by 16, and people are like, oh, you had a silver spoon. You must have had a rich dad, rich parents. Because the truth is, when I was 8 years old, my dad got in such a bad place financially that his car actually got repossessed. We no longer had a place to live, and we had to go and live in this Sunday school room. And every single night, I didn't get to sleep with my dad because we just sleep on blue cots. And like I literally couldn't sleep. Like we both couldn't fit on this blue cot. So every single night I would sleep on the blue cot. And I'd always think, as a little kid, I remember being 8 years old. My dad and I, we'd be going to bed and we'd both be on blue cots and we'd be looking at each other. You know, I was turned to the left, he was turned to the right. We'd look at each other's eyes and we'd be like, one day we're gonna make it and this is no longer gonna happen. We'd be bike riding to Chick-fil-A. My dad's car got repossessed, so we'd bike ride to Chick-fil-A every morning. And my dad and I would be, dude, think about how cool this story is gonna be when we can tell about this on stage. Think about this. Like how cool would that be? And which is awesome, by the way, because that just hit me. Like I'm literally sharing this with you guys right now, sharing with you guys where I'm at now. So it's pretty cool that that happened. But what I do need you guys to know is I'm an expert on what does not work. I've literally failed over 15 businesses by 18 years old. You may be saying, okay, well, you're only 18, so you're talking about 15 lemonade stands, right? No, guys, I'm talking about real businesses that I invested money in. Because you can't start a business without investing money, but these are real businesses I invested money in, all sorts of different business models. Because trust me, I've tried plenty of business models that didn't work. And I was on the phone the other day with someone that's been on my team for the last 4 years, and he's been with me through pretty much every one of the 15 businesses. I think he's been with me through like at least 11 of those businesses. And we were just reminiscing about old memories about how when we started this company, we thought it was gonna be this big company that made us $5 million, and it failed. And then we would rebrand and try another company with the same name or with a different name, with a different angle, and see if that would work. And then it failed. And we're like, oh, this industry doesn't work. So we go try another industry. And we're like, let's do a whole different product. Maybe we try that. And it failed. And we did this like 15 times over. And he said to me, he was like, his name is Noah Lenz, by the way. Shout out to Noah if you're listening to this. But he goes, he literally said to me, he said, Caleb, you know what I've learned about you throughout all this journey with you? And I said, no, dude, what's that? And I was excited, guys. This is like 2 a.m. when I was talking to him. I'm like, he's going to say I'm persistent. He's going to say I never give up. I'm like, come on, this is great. This is what you hope your team members say about you, right? This shows so much about me. And no, he said, the one thing I've learned about you is that you are a professional failure. And it hurts so bad I laugh, guys. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, it makes sense, though. I am a professional failure. I've started 15 businesses, real businesses, and they failed. Now, the good news is I have had a few successful 7-figure ones, which makes up for those losses. But I'm going to tell you guys what. What I'm sharing with you guys today is by far one of the best business models I've ever seen. It would have saved me those 15 failures. If I'd had this business model up front, even with the no money that I had to start, even with so little experience, even with not even really knowing how to use a laptop, even with all that stuff, this business model would have saved me those 15 failures. And I really believe I could have gotten it working off the bat. And you may be saying, well, Caleb, that's a bold claim. You know, you're probably exaggerating. To say this is one of the best business models you've ever seen, there's so many business models. But guys, I'm telling you with 100% integrity. And that's true. Like, I was raised to have integrity. Like, even doing one little slight thing out of integrity when I was a little kid was by far worse than getting multiple F's in a row. I mean, my dad always told me this one quote. He instilled this in me. Every day before I go into school, he would tell me this. He'd say, hey, Caleb, don't forget, luck and talent can get you to the top, but character will keep you there. And that's what my mom and dad instilled in me ever since I was a little kid. But here's why I can boldly say with integrity that the new way of making money on YouTube is one of the best business models I've ever seen. The profit margin is is higher than any other business model I've seen in this industry. It's a low cost of barrier to entry. If you're just getting started out, you can make this work. It's real passive income and time freedom. And guys, I've been skeptical of passive income in the past. I'm actually gonna tell you guys a little bit more about that here in a bit, but this is actual true passive income. The scalability of it, the low skill it requires, the low tech, it's fully mobile. You can do this from anywhere in the world. It doesn't involve trading time for money, even just a little bit, and it provides predictable and consistent cash flow. Now guys, I thought the old way of YouTube was a great business model because I have friends that are literally making tens of millions of dollars a year doing it the right way, but the new way is even better than the old way. They were doing this old way. The new way literally trumps it. I mean, it trumps, to me personally, it trumps drop shipping. It trumps SMMA. Guys, I have friends that are doing both those things, and they make a decent amount of money. It trumps real estate wholesaling. Guys, I'm saying this with full integrity. It trumps Amazon FBA. It trumps consulting. And that's a lot for me to say because I've literally gotten paid $15,000 for a single day worth of consulting. It trumps becoming an author. And like I said, I've written 9 books. It trumps becoming a speaker. I've gotten paid $25,000 for a single hour-long speech. Actually, 45-minute long speech. And for a single 45-minute long speech, I got paid $25,000. In fact, one time I gave a whole entire hour-long presentation speaking. I made $60,000 in 1 hour doing that. It trumps running Facebook ads. And I've literally run millions of dollars worth of Facebook ads. It trumps building a personal brand, and I've done that whole thing. I believed in that massively before. And I did viral videos, and I was consistently producing content, and I was making sure to have the right brand image, all of that stuff. It trumps all of those things. Now, before I explain to you what the new way is to use YouTube to make passive income without having to be good on camera, edit even a single video, or be good at tech, I do want to explain to you guys the old way. This is going to give you guys more context so you understand how amazing this new way truly is. Here's how the old way of YouTube worked. Number one, you would spend a lot of money buying extremely expensive cameras, microphones, lighting, and often setting up a studio. I mean, guys, I remember the first time I ever saved up to buy my first camera, spent a few $1,000s, was so excited about it, and then I was like, oh man, you need to have lighting too. So then I ordered those off Amazon. Microphones, like that, guys, that's the old way. Then after that, you would sit there and you'd come up for new ideas for videos that you hope get views and maybe one day goes viral. And I'm truthfully, guys, I know a lot of people have done this. For most people, it never does. You spend hours a day in front of the camera filming a video with countless retakes, which is massively exhausting. And to actually make it work, you have to have this crazy personality. You then edit for hours late into the night, trying to get your video uploaded before the next day, only to see the video you spent so much time on is mainly getting hate comments that are attacking you personally. Guys, that's one of the worst parts about it. And then what you were once so excited about becomes a mind-numbing process that you dread every day that sucks your time, your passion, your freedom, and your life away. And I'm gonna tell you guys this personally, I've done it this old way. My friends have done it this old way for years in a row, and because of that, I know how bad this truly is. I know how draining it is both mentally and emotionally. I've seen my friends do crazy things, and they completely change. Their entire identity changes because of how mentally and emotionally draining this actually is. I've seen it ruin relationships and literally rob families of memories. And you can maybe hear some passion in my voice because I know the truth behind this old way. And guys, it maybe sounds intense because you're like, they're just filming videos. But if you know anyone that does the old way, you know the type of effect it can have on them. But the good news is you no longer have to do it the old way. The old way is officially over, and there is the new way. And see, this new way does not rob you of memories, but it rather gives you the freedom to make even more of them. So let me start off with telling you about how I learned about the new way. And that's that I met this dude who's become a close friend of mine. His name is Devin. Now, the first time I ever met Devin, although I could tell he's a super simple dude, I could tell he had money. Now, the number one reason I could tell he had money, number one is because the group of friends that we were hanging out with at the time, pretty much all of us had money. And number two was just the way he carried himself. I could tell he had a decent amount of money. And so I was curious. Anytime I meet someone that has money, or really actually, honestly, anyone at all, I ask them, what do you do for a living? What do you do? Like, I'm picking their brain. I want to know more about them. And I know you guys probably, you go into a coffee shop, one of the first questions you ask them is you'll be like, hey, what do you do? And so for like that's for me is what I asked him. I said, dude, what do you do? And then he showed me the stats from this channel. And he made $480,000 from one YouTube channel. Now, to be honest with you, this didn't really blow my mind because I have a lot of friends that make a lot more than this on YouTube. But what did blow my mind is that I could usually spot a YouTuber out of a crowd, and he just didn't really seem like a YouTuber to me. Like, you know, usually they have a certain way that they act. They have a certain personality, this dynamic, insane personality. And he was just kind of a laid-back dude. And usually they dress a certain way, and he was just dressed in kind of normal clothes. They talk a certain way. They always want to do crazy things. Like, just I've been around so many YouTubers. I can always usually spot them out of a crowd. And he seemed like the exact opposite. But then again, I saw his stats. My man made $480,000 off one YouTube channel, so I had to respect it. Clearly, he's doing a good job as a YouTuber. But that's when he showed me two more channels that were making him money. One channel made him $72,000, another made him $174,000. Now at this point, my mind was literally blown because I know how hard it is to get just one channel to make money, but I didn't understand how he was doing, how he basically got to the place where 3 channels were working. He was uploading on them every single day on each of them, and they were all making him money. Like, I know the work that goes into one, but he was doing this on 3 channels every day, and they were all making him money. And because I thought I worked hard. Literally, when I was 14 years old, I had Child Protective Services called on me because I literally was working too many hours in the day. The good news is Child Protective Services understood how passionate I was about my mission. And by the time I was done talking to them, actually they ended up buying my books for their kids, which was actually a crazy, crazy experience. But I'm sitting there thinking, even though I have this insane work ethic, I'm working 17, 18 hours a day some days. If he's doing these 3 channels in a row, he has to work harder than me. Like, I was like, I've met my match. He's even a harder worker than I am. So I asked him, how is he doing this? Like, what was his routine like? How do you have such this insane drive, this insane work ethic? And that's when he told me that those 3 channels were just a fraction of the channels he had, and that he had dozens more that were uploading daily and making him money. Okay, let's step back for a second. All right, let's talk on a homie level. We're friends now, right? Like me and you. You're watching this right now. At this point, guys, I wasn't even curious how he was doing anymore. I literally just assumed he was either A, kidding, I thought he was just joking, maybe we just met and he was trying to be funny and kind of get my attention, I had no clue, or B, he was literally just lying to me. Because like there's no way, like all I was going through my mind is how could he film, edit, and upload so much content every day? What type of content was he uploading, and how was he doing it as such a laid back guy? Like, there was no way in my mind this even seemed possible. And when he told me the answer of how he was doing it, that is when I learned about the new way. That is when I learned about automated YouTube channels. You see, Devin explained to me that every one of his channels are fully automated. He's uploaded more than 2,000 videos without ever stepping in front of a camera once, without working insane amounts of hours, without having a crazy personality, without editing even a single video, without being behind a microphone once, without being good at technology, without learning graphic design to create thumbnails, and even without having expensive equipment. In fact, I don't believe he has any equipment at all when he's uploaded those 2,000 videos. It didn't take any of his own equipment. Every one of his dozens of channels are fully automated. But guys, once he told me this, I was so intrigued and curious. I sat down with him and picked his brain for hours. I asked him every question I could think of about how this was possible. And that day he taught me the 3 steps to creating automated YouTube channels that earn you passive income, and I cannot wait to share those steps with you guys today. So guys, here's what I need to know. If you guys don't want to hear 3 steps, I want to share them with you, but I assume you do, because if you're anything like me and you're massively intrigued, you want to know it. So put in the chat below who wants to hear about these 3 steps. Before we get into it, here's what I know about YouTube. I know how much just one channel can make when done right, but I also know, with the old way, how much time goes in to even a single YouTube channel. But let's just imagine for a second, right? Let's use our imagination. Let's imagine we could eliminate that. Imagine we could eliminate how much time goes into a YouTube channel. If it didn't take your time and your channel is fully automated, that means you couldn't just create 1 channel, you create 3 channels. And 3 channels means 3 times the money. But why would you stop there? If you're making 3 times the money, you have 3 channels, they're fully automated, they're taking none of your time, you can go create more channels and even more channels. You could create a network of fully automated YouTube channels, all making you passive income. Well guys, that is the new way. That is YouTube automation. You see, once you get a YouTube channel fully outsourced and automated, YouTube automation is true passive income. Now here's one thing I want to say real fast before I even bring up the word passive income one more time. I want to establish this. For me personally, the word passive income is a trigger word for me. Now maybe it's because when I used to I'd go speak on stages, I'd do my thing, and then when I get done with it, there'd always be this line of people wanting to take pictures, which is always so humbling and honoring. And in between photos, the one thing I didn't like about taking photos of people after I would speak is they would always try to pitch me these passive income opportunities. And truthfully, they were all literally schemes that other people would fall for. But luckily for me, because of the business mentors I had, I was able to see their massive flaws and could literally poke holes in them left and right. And because of that, the only passive income at the time I actually believed existed was real estate. I mean, even the first time I met Devin and I was asking questions for hours, I mean, yeah, it was actually because I was motivated by curiosity, because I'm a curious person naturally, but not just to find out how he does it, but even more so to find out what was wrong with it. I was just trying to poke holes in, even most of my questions were trying to poke holes in the business model, trying to find where the flaws were, trying to find out what he was hiding from me, because I'm like, there's no way all this works, it's fully automated. It doesn't work that way. But let's go ahead and clarify something real fast. I'm not usually a skeptic, right? I make it sound like a skeptic because you're like, dude, why would you poke holes in this business model? I'm usually the happiest dude you'll ever meet. Literally, you meet me in person, I have crazy amounts of enthusiasm. I always look at the bright side. It's just that for me personally, when he said passive income, it's just a trigger word for me. So let's go ahead and remove it for a second. Let's go ahead and remove the word passive income and just act as if it doesn't even exist. And let's go ahead and talk about something that neither of us can be skeptical of or doubt. And that's that real people, like I said in the beginning of this, are making real income from YouTube. That is something that even both of us can't deny. I could not deny this personally because I have so many friends that are making real income from it. So it was never that I doubted that his channels were making money. I doubted how they were making money. The fact they were automated and that he had so many. And the truth is they're making this money, these creators, without creating a product or service, without dealing with customers or clients, without having refunds and chargebacks and disputes, which all business owners can relate with. That's the absolute worst. Without, if you stop working, you stop getting paid, because I know so many people, they have businesses and they make a lot of money, but if they literally go take a week off, it's going to completely break and go back and dwindle back to zero. They're doing this without being unethical and sketchy, where they have to rip people off. They're doing this without talking to people or selling anything at all. And it's so rare there's an actual business opportunity where you don't even have to talk to people in order to make money. And they're doing all this without sending out any emails, running any ads, or any marketing whatsoever. You guys, I want you guys to put a yes in the chat and your favorite emoji. Throw that in there as well. My personal favorite emoji is the fire emoji. So let's get the fire gang going. Put in the chat a fire emoji and a yes if you want to make income without all these things. I know as a business owner, that sounds like an absolute dream. So if you could do that, and if you could do YouTube like these people are, they're making this income without it, that means there's only 2 parts to this business model. The first part to the business model of making money on YouTube is number 1, you create videos. That's the first part. You upload and create videos. Number 2, YouTube pays you money. That's the entire business model. My friends that make money on YouTube, that put hours and hours into it, all they do is they create videos and YouTube pays the money. It's one of the most simple business models in the world. It's not complex, it's not hard, it's very simple. But like I said before, creating the videos the old way yourself is extremely hard. You spend a lot of money on expensive equipment. You sit there, come up with new ideas, hope they get views. You spend hours in front of a camera. You edit for late hours into the night. And then what you were once so excited about literally becomes that mind-numbing process that you dread every day that sucks your time, your passion, your freedom, and your life away. But if you could outsource and automate the creating videos part from start to finish, it would truly be passive income because there's only 2 parts to YouTube. If you could take out the part of creating videos, and guys, I can't be skeptical of this. When I first heard that, I couldn't be skeptical. I would agree with this. You eliminate creating videos. All there would be in the second step would just be 1 now, and that would be YouTube pays you money. That would be the only thing that's left. And that is what YouTube automation is. You see, YouTube is income, but YouTube automation is passive income. It's basically YouTube, but without you personally creating the videos. And that one thing creates a massive opportunity for people just like me and you. And here's why. Every video you upload is a real asset. You see, most people don't understand that. This is kind of how they think YouTube works. And this is how I thought YouTube works in the very, very beginning. You upload a video, it makes you some money. Like some people understand this concept. They understand videos make you money, but this is how they think it works. You upload a video, it makes you some money for 24 hours or some short period of time, maybe 2 days, whatever, and then it dies off. Like they think the videos die. And then you have to create a second video. And you create that second video, that way you keep your income going, and maybe that video even does a little bit better. But after 24 hours, it still dies off. And then you create a third video. And guess what? You do the exact same cycle. You make some more money, and then it dies off, so on and so forth. And they think that it's this ever grinding process where you have to continue to upload new videos every single day to make money. But that's not how YouTube works. See, the truth is YouTube videos are assets that do not die. When someone watches your video, you get paid, and it does not matter when. Now guys, this is literally one of my favorite parts about YouTube. If you upload a video today and someone watches it 3 years from now, it doesn't matter when they watch it 3 years from now, you will get paid money. You get paid even if someone watches it 3 years from now, you get paid because videos are streams of income that last forever. And this was my first big epiphany about YouTube. This is the first thing that when I understood this, it literally changed the entire way that I was looking about the opportunity of YouTube. Because YouTube isn't just a stream of income. YouTube channels aren't just a stream of income. But every video you upload is a stream of income. You see, if you upload a video today, and then you upload a video yesterday, and you upload a video the day before. So let's say you uploaded 3 videos. When you upload a video today, that video you uploaded 3 days ago, it didn't die, it's still going. If someone watches it today, you're still gonna get paid money. So it's streams of income that literally stack on top of each other. And if you do it consistently, every video you upload stacks on top of the last one. Now I just want you to imagine having all these videos. They're all streams of income. Imagine 3 years from now. If you upload every single day for 3 years straight, that's 1,095 assets and streams of income on just one channel alone. See, every video you upload is a stream of income, and every channel you start is a river of income. There's actually a reason they call them channels. Like, what is a channel? It's where there's water flowing into something. It's the same exact thing. It's a stream of water. Like, it's streams of income. That is what a channel is. But it doesn't stop there. Because people rarely just watch one video. I mean, guys, I don't know about you guys, but usually when I watch YouTube, I'll watch one video and I'll go watch another one. And especially if I like the channel, I'll go watch another video from theirs and another one and another one. And people don't just watch one video. But think about it. If you get paid for every single view and people enjoy the videos, and actually, like I said, I'm going to get into OPC a little bit later, which almost guarantees that people do enjoy the videos, they're pretty much almost guaranteed to watch another video. And when they watch the other video, and someone views it, doesn't matter when or how, or if they've seen another one of your videos before, you get paid even more money. But then let's say they watch that video and they want to go watch another one. So they go watch another one of your videos. Guess what? You get paid for that as well. I mean, guys, have you ever been 7 videos deep on YouTube? I know personally I have. I'll be 7 videos deep. I'll watch a 7th video. Because every single time, I did not even know this until recently. If I watch a person's video once, and a second time, and a third time, if I watch 7 different of their videos, guess what? I'm paying them 7 times because every view gives them money. It doesn't matter if they've seen other videos before. But here's also good news. If people watch one video, I don't know about you guys, but I have a video that I watch every single day. Every single morning I wake up, I watch it once. The next morning, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I watch that video again. It's like my morning routine video. Well, if I watch a video twice, guess what? That's another view. Even if I've seen the video before, I'm still viewing their video. So guess what? You get paid for that as well. If people watch your video 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I don't even care how many times. If they watch it over and over and over again, every single time you are getting paid money. So imagine 3 years from now with that perspective. That's 1,095 assets and streams of income all feeding each other. I mean, at that point, you don't even have a stream of income anymore. You have an entire ocean of income. How many of you guys are getting this? Are you guys understand where I'm coming from with all this? Because when I first understood this literally changed my perspective. I want to know, are you guys understanding where I'm coming from? Are you guys seeing the opportunity that's here? Because these are not videos, these are assets. Are you seeing how they all feed into each other? I want to be seeing that in the chat. And the way that I kind of think about this, understanding this, is it's kind of like investing in a 1-bedroom apartment, never touching it again, but when you come back, it's grown into an entire apartment complex. Now, as crazy as it sounds, that's exactly how YouTube automation works. See, every video you upload on YouTube makes the last video even more profitable. Now, a lot of this made sense for me because I do understand a decent amount about real estate and how if you have a lot of money, you can make true passive income with it. I mean, like I saad, real estate was the only passive income opportunity that I believed in before I met Devin. But after talking to Devin for hours and trying to skeptically poke holes in his business model, I'm admitting that to you guys. I don't even think Devin knows I was doing it skeptically, but I'm gonna admit that to you guys. I was skeptically trying to poke holes in the business model. After doing that for hours, what made me stop being so skeptical was that I realized that his philosophy behind YouTube automation was based off of the same principles that my mentors that own over $100 million in real estate follow and live by. And here's what made YouTube automation very fascinating to me. It's like real estate, but without the huge upfront cost. You see, I've asked all my closest friends their opinions on real estate because I'm very intrigued to hear what they have to say. And everyone without exception told me that they want to invest in it. They want to invest in real estate. They see the opportunity. But then when I asked them why they haven't yet, they all give me this exact same answer. Maybe this is what stopped some of you guys in the past. That's that they don't have enough money up front to invest yet to make it worth it. And by the way, that's coming from some of my friends that make way over $1 million a year or even more. And even some of my mentors who own real estate have told me personally, and I have money, to hold off on investing right now until I have more sitting capital in order to make real estate worth it. But for the first time ever, YouTube automation really does change that. Because I believe YouTube automation is the real estate of the internet. See, here's how I view YouTube automation. YouTube automation is like digital real estate. Every video you upload is like a new property, and views are like tenants who pay you monthly. Guys, it's pretty cool, huh? See, YouTube automation gives you the opportunity to create compounding assets that make you passive income with no massive upfront cost. And that model is why Devin is able to make more than some of my friends who own entire apartment complexes with less money upfront than I personally paid for rent on my very first apartment. Now, how is that possible? Well, there's really two reasons. Number one, time equals money. You guys have probably heard this before, and it's something that I deeply believe in. The most successful people in the world have all echoed that exact same statement. Time equals money. And because of that, it's inevitable that Devin makes more money than some of my friends in real estate. I mean, guys, just this one channel alone, and you're not gonna believe me when I say this, has almost 1,000 years of watch time. Guys, I didn't misspell that. I didn't put the wrong word. I didn't mean to say 1,000 hours. He has 1,000 years of watch time on this one channel. Guys, I literally had to pull out the calculator myself and make sure this is correct. How could you not make money when you have one channel with 1,000 years of watch time? And second, how could it not be possible when Devin has 2,000 streams of income, all compounding and pouring into one another, that are running on autopilot and paying him every day? Guys, think about that. Imagine that. Imagine every single day you have new assets that are being created, new assets that pay you money, and they're all pouring into one another. They're not just new assets, but every single asset stacks on top of the last one. It makes the last one even more valuable. You see, they say that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You guys ever heard that before? It's a very basic statement. But Devin has 2,000 plus streams of income and multiple more that are being created every single day, even when he takes weeks off of working. And that's what allows him to do what he loves, which is travel. I mean, guys, these are just the places he went in just 2019 alone. This is some of the traveling he did, and it's all because of YouTube automation. You see, for me, YouTube automation isn't just about the money. Money's a great thing, but to me what matters even more is the time freedom. It's you having the freedom of time to be able to do what you love. Guys, it's life. Like, that's what we're in. We're in life. We're not in this game of where we're supposed to make money. We're in this game where we're supposed to enjoy life. We're supposed to make memories. It's the sound of our loved one's voice. It's being able to go out in nature. It's being able to travel and see the world. Like, the world is so big. Why can't we see more of it? Like, I want the freedom to where I'm making money even when I'm not the one doing the work. I don't want to be a slave to someone else. I want to be the master of my own life. So by now, you're probably dying to know how YouTube automation works and how to take advantage of this opportunity. Because I know I was when I first found out about this. And by the way, guys, I see that the chat is flooded with questions. By the way, I'm loving all the positive feedback. I'm loving how hyped you guys are. I'm loving you guys are getting these concepts. I'm loving you guys want to hear more. And just know I'm going to be getting to all your guys' questions that I see. And there's some really good questions that I'm going to make sure to get to. But I'll be getting to those at the very, very end. So don't forget I'll be doing that. But once again, I want to go ahead and echo this one more time. We don't believe in instant earnings because I just went through this entire thing. And for those of you who understand how this works, even a little bit, if you just saw what I just showed you, you guys understand the possibility. So I need to make sure to give you guys a quick warning. We do not believe in instant earnings. And although this can be passive income once it's automated, if you don't have or hire a team member for you, it will take some upfront work. Now, those of you who have team members and you can just have them learn this stuff, that's the only way this could be passive income off the gate. But for those of you who don't currently have a team member or aren't going to hire one, this is going to take some upfront work, just like any great opportunity. And once again, I want to make sure to stay full in integrity and make sure you guys understand that. Now, here's the question. What type of channels don't require ever stepping in front of the camera, working insane amounts of hours, having a crazy personality, editing even a single video, being behind a microphone, being good at technology, learning graphic design so you can create thumbnails, and doing it that don't require having expensive equipment or any equipment at all? What channels are those? Now, the crazy part is they're channels that you've seen before but don't even realize. There's something called faceless YouTube channels. Now, as you guys look at the screen, you're probably like, okay, like I'm starting to understand this just a little bit, because here's how it works. You ever been on YouTube and you watch some video, maybe it's a top 10 video, and it's the top 10, for example, right here, it says the top 10 disasters waiting to happen. Like, that makes me want to, I'm like, I gotta click on that. You ever clicked on a video like those and it just shares the top 10 things, and it's some person that's just doing a voiceover and just talking about these 10 things, very simple editing? Well, guys, don't forget, every view you get paid for. And that's what makes faceless YouTube channels so awesome. You see, here's why the faceless YouTube channels are so easy to automate. You don't need to be in front of a camera. You don't need any camera gear, lighting, anything of that nature. Like, think about it. Like, and I'm gonna go back to that. You don't need to be in front of the camera real fast. With faceless channels, the people who own these channels aren't the ones that you're hearing when they're doing the videos. So they have entire teams that are doing this for them. You don't need any camera gear. You don't need the lighting. You don't need to be even the person editing it. And the editing doesn't even have to be crazy. Like, these videos are very, very simple. Your personality doesn't matter in the slightest. And if you use OPC, you don't even have to be the one that comes up with the content. If you use OPC the right way, which we'll be getting into in just one moment, the content is being created on your own. Sorry, without you. You can create more videos faster, which equals more assets and even more streams of income. Because once again, don't forget, videos are assets, and you want to be able to produce as many as possible. And the reason why people have their own channels, and they're the ones in front of the camera, and they're the ones doing the editing, the reason why they don't have more assets is because each and every single asset to produce takes crazy amounts of time. But if you have a faceless YouTube channel, you don't need to be in front of the camera. You don't need to be the one doing the editing. You don't need to be doing any of that stuff. You can fully automate it, so you're producing more assets and more streams of income. And here's the best part to me. It's not dependent on one person, which means it's scalable, and it doesn't have to be reliant on you at all. Like, guys, I know YouTubers, they have to film videos even when they're sick. Why? Because they're not the ones in front of the camera. They're not getting paid. So, like, it doesn't have to be reliant on you. And guys, after Devin showed me his channel his channel stats, he showed me one channel 480,000, he showed me 72,000, he showed me 174,000, and he was explaining to me like how much money he was making off these channels. And then he told me about automated YouTube channels and faceless channels. The first question I had is, which one of these big channels does Devin own? Because I'm like, listen, if you're pulling in stats like this, you have to have one of the big ones. Like, I assumed I'd already seen the channels he was creating. I assumed he had some of the biggest ones out there, ones with tens and tens of millions of views. But the channels Devin owned were way smaller than I expected. In fact, some of his channels didn't even have many subscribers, but they were still making thousands of dollars every single month on autopilot. I'm looking at some of these channels. These are literally don't have many subscribers, but they're still producing him income. And that's because Devin knows which faceless niches make the most money and go the most viral, even if you don't have a lot of subscribers. In fact, he actually knows a few hacks to make more than similar channels in that exact same niche. So I couldn't help but wonder, why had I never heard of this before? And why weren't more people doing it? The first time I heard about this opportunity, and this is probably what's also going through your head, is why haven't I heard of this? If this is so good, if this is such a great opportunity, if this is possible, why haven't I heard of it? I mean, I'd heard of opportunities that weren't even 1/5 as good, and everyone was talking about it. And that's because he told me that without his formula, automated YouTube channels are nearly impossible. But with his formula, it's unbelievably simple. Now, here's an analogy you guys can all relate with, and this is kind of how I kind of processed it in my mind. He said, learning how to run automated YouTube channels is like learning to ride a bike. You see, once you have the formula, it's easy and you'll never forget how to start a profitable channel. But if you don't know how, you're going to continue to lose your balance. You're going to continue to mess up and you're not going to know how. But once you know it, once you know that formula, once you've been taught that formula, once you follow the exact same formula as Devin, now you can create profitable YouTube channels with ease. Now, here's just some of Devin's students. This is his students, his one-on-one students that he shared his formula with. Now, this is what got me the most. I thought maybe Devin's just some talented person, right? Because, I mean, I know people in real estate that make so much money. It's like maybe they're just really good at real estate. But what really impresses me is when people know not just how to do it themselves, but they have a formula that they can teach people. Because that means it's not them that's able to make this work. It's the formula that they've created. Now, these are just some of Devin's one-on-one students. This is one person that he started helping about 10 days ago. And he said, even here he said, the numbers weren't crazy yet, but we're getting there. That's 28,000 views in the first month of this happening. Another one of his students made $129,000. Guys, I'm telling you, this process is duplicatable. And that's even what he said my goal is for every client. He wants to make sure they're growing to this level. That's $129,000 made from just one channel that's fully automated. He's not even doing the work for. It's fully automated. There's another one of his students. He has 216,000 impressions less than 1 month in. Less than 1 month in, he already has that many. And you know why? Because they were using his exact same formula. Now, here's the deal. I don't have time to break down his entire formula today because that would literally take hours. He went through a lot of it with me. It was blowing my mind. And I just can't get into all of that today because we only have a short amount of time together. But we're having some fun. We're hanging out. And I did get Devin's permission to show you the framework of YouTube automation. So without further ado, I know you guys are antsy. I know you guys are excited. You guys have been waiting long enough. I've kept you guys long enough. Let me get into the 3 steps to creating your own automated YouTube channels that make you passive income daily. How many of you guys are excited about hearing this? Put this in chat, because once again, I don't want to be talking at you guys. I love seeing your guys' notes because it makes me feel like I'm having a real conversation with you, which is really, really exciting. Okay, let's get into step 1. Step 1 is ethically using OPC to go viral. Before I even explain what OPC is, I first want to just bring up this word viral, because I'm going to be saying this a lot from here on out during this live event. When I say the word viral, I want you to replace that word in your head with a very simple word, and that word is income. That's what I want you to hear. When I say viral, don't hear viral, hear income. And the reason why is on YouTube, virality equals income. When you go viral, and it doesn't even have to be crazy viral, you make money. Now, what we're going to be talking about with this first step is how to use OPC. And OPC equals virality. And if virality equals income, then that means OPC equals income. That is what we're talking about, is how to make real income from YouTube using OPC. Now, I do got to give you guys a quick confession. Not every video you make is going to go viral. But OPC shows you how to tip the scales in your favor so enough do. See, OPC takes away the luck of going viral. This is one of my favorite parts. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I hate relying on luck. Like I said in the very beginning, I don't want it to be possible to succeed. I want it to be impossible to fail. I mean, I know a lot of you guys are very driven by safety, which, by the way, a lot of people will tell you is a flaw. I think that's a very good thing. If you want to be safe, like, that's good. Like, that's what we're supposed to do as a human. We're supposed to make sure that we're safe and that we can live the right way. I don't want you guys having to wake up every single day knowing where your next meal is coming from, or knowing if you're going to be able to afford rent for your place, or whatever it might be. I don't even want you guys just living at a low level. I want you guys knowing that what you're doing is going to produce it without any luck, because hope is just a failing formula. But the good news is virality is a science and a formula. And for people who think that virality is purely luck, they obviously don't understand that YouTube is a mathematical algorithm. You see, this is actually something that cracks me up. People always say, Caleb, YouTube is luck. It's not this, like, and I'll tell them, no, dude, it's science. And they're like, no, it's not science. But I'm like, dude, literally, YouTube's algorithm is literally a science and formula that chooses which videos to go viral based off of statistics. Statistics like CTR, AWT, and so many other statistics that Devin's taught me about. Now, what I want you guys to do, I just want you to check out, this will prove to you guys how much it is math and science. Check out this video real fast of Devin going through one of his students' channels.
So I'm going to show you guys another one of my clients. So we brought this person on in January, and here's like the truth, like the actual results to like how everything's going with it. I want to be completely transparent with you guys. So we started on like around January 22nd, and we've just honestly been slowly growing it organically. And we've just been we just keep uploading, and this channel just keeps slowly growing more and more and more, becoming more and more possibility of going viral. And the reason why I know this is because check this out, this click-through rate. So we were averaging, I want to say like 3 to like 5% for a bit. And then now it's been slowly growing up to where we almost have like 12% click-through rate. If we get to about 15, this channel is going viral and this client is going to be super happy. It took a little bit longer than expected. It took a few weeks longer, but it's getting there.
You see, Devin understands the math and science behind going viral on YouTube. He knows by looking at a channel, not even by looking at the videos they're uploading, just by looking at the stats, how he can make it go viral. And when you understand it, it's kind of like H2O. We were all taught this in school, right? We're going back to school for a second. H2O. If you have 2 things of hydrogen, and you have 1 thing of oxygen, and if you have both those components, 2 things of hydrogen, 1 thing of oxygen, guess what you're gonna get? You're gonna get water every single time without fault. It's the exact same thing with OPC. Look at this, guys. I'm getting creative with the slides. Come on. I need some congratulations, or what would be the right word? I need you guys in the chat. I need respect for this slide. Look at this right here, all right? OPC. If you have OPC, you have O, you have P, and you have C, you have virality. See, YouTube is kind of like the universe. It doesn't care who has 2 things of hydrogen and who has 1 thing of oxygen. It doesn't matter what their ethnicity is, how much money they have, where they come from, their background, what they've done in the past. It doesn't matter anything. Their personality, how good they are at talking. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. If you have those components, you're going to get water every single time. And OPC is the same way. Like I said, YouTube doesn't care where you're from, who you are, what your background is, how good you are. It doesn't care about anything. All it cares is that you have OPC. And if you have those things, you have virality and you're able to make a splash. Boom. I got to fit that joke in there, which I'm happy about. Okay. Devin's channels are not getting lucky dozens of times in a row. You see, Devin understands the formula to go viral. I mean, look at this. He does it over and over and over and over again. It can't be luck. It's that he understands the formula. Now, here's something that I didn't know was possible. Because of OPC, it makes subscribers irrelevant. I mean, even this is literally from Devin's Instagram story. He said, subscribers don't matter. This channel generates me about $5,000 to $10,000 a month. This one channel only gained 6,000 subscribers, and those came from what? From the money he made. Like, he got those because of the views he got. He starts off with 0 subscribers and literally already is making $5,000 to $10,000 a month. Why? It's because he has OPC. Here's another person Devin worked with. He has 1.2 million views and he has 7.8 thousand subscribers. And guess where he probably got those 7.8 thousand subscribers? He got them from the 1.2 million views that he has. You see, you don't make money from subscribers. And this is a big aha. If you guys are taking notes, I want you guys to write this one down. You don't make money from subscribers on YouTube. You make money from views. And the only reason subscribers matter at all is because it increases the chances that someone watches your videos again. But if you use OPC the right way, about 90% of your views won't be from subscribers, even if you have 1 million of them. You see, OPC allows you to go viral, sometimes even in your first week of launching a channel, even if you start with 0 subscribers. These are just a few of Devin's channels. I mean, this one is a brand new channel, 0 subscribers he started with, and within 60 minutes of uploading his very first video, he already has 1,600 views. Guys, I know people that have been uploading for literally years, and they'll upload a video and only get 600 views, and they've been doing it for years. He started with a brand new channel that has 0 subscribers and has 600 views. Why? Because he knows OPC. See, this is another one. This is literally in 1 week into his channel. He already has 1.4 million views, not even in that week. In just 48 hours inside of the time span of that 1 week, a 48-hour time span, he has 1.4 million views 1 week into his channel. Here's another new channel he added to the network. 2.6 million views, all getting started. Look at this. He made $4,690 in less than 10 days, all because of OPC. That's crazy. One channel, starting from 0 subscribers, he made $4,690 10 days into a new channel. So here's what you want to know. What is OPC? And as promised, I'm going to share that with you guys today. OPC is just a simple acronym that stands for one simple thing, and that's other people's channels. That's what OPC is. It's using other people's channels in order to go viral. You see, something that I look up to a lot, and I know a lot of you guys probably know about this guy. His name is Tony Robbins. And what he says is, he says, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who have already succeeded. And guys, I took this to heart when I was a little kid. When I first heard this, it was so simple to me. I was like, oh my goodness, if I just do what other people have done, I'm gonna get what they've gotten. And it's the exact same thing with YouTube. If you do what other people's channels that have already worked are doing, you're gonna get what they've gotten. You see, I really believe that there's power in patterns. And if you follow those patterns, you're gonna get similar results to the exact same people that have done those patterns in the past. If you look at someone who's in shape and healthy, there's patterns they have. There's things they're doing. Are you guys getting this right now? There's things they're doing the right way. And because they do those things, they get in shape. Now, if someone else who's not in shape does those exact same things, over an amount of time, they're gonna get the same results. And one of my greatest mentors, I hope he's watched this, by the way. If you're watching this, Uncle Russell, send me a text and just let me know, like, hey, you're killing this, bro. This is fantastic stuff. This is good teaching. But one of the things Russell told me a long time ago is he said, you can always tell who the pioneers are because they have arrows in their back and are laying face down in the dirt. That's from Russell Brunson, who's a very successful guy. And I can't tell you guys how true this is. You know, everyone always wants to be the pioneer. They want to be the first to do something. But the truth is, the pioneers, the people who do stuff first, they're the ones that make all of the mistakes. They're the ones that mess up and have the flaws and have to learn the hard way. Like, why would you try to compete with a channel that's making $1 million and has already tested and figured out what works and what doesn't work in that niche? Like, why would you try to compete with them? See, there's no such thing as an opportunity where you don't have to fail and make mistakes to make it work. But these big channels have already failed and made the mistakes for you. They wouldn't be so big if they didn't. So instead of trying to figure it out on your own, you should just find a channel that's making millions of dollars in one of the highest paying niches that Devin's discovered, and you should model it. But guys, if there's a channel making $1 million a month and you copy it and you model it the right way, you're gonna get, I mean, how impossible is it to think that you're gonna make at least $5,000 a month? See, this is a massive aha, guys. When you understand this doesn't just help you with YouTube, this helps you with life. And this is the key to doing YouTube automation the right way. It's implementing OPC. You see, the biggest people that are making the most money on YouTube are following this formula. One of my good friends, his name is Jake Paul. He has well over 20 million subscribers. I think it's like 19.8. He has like 19.8 million subscribers on YouTube the last time I checked. And he uses OPC. I mean, he literally told me when I first met him, we were actually in the studio, we were filming something for a project he's working on, and we were just hanging out. We've become really good friends since then, but this is the first time I ever met him. So I was so curious, how are you doing what you're doing with YouTube? And one of the secrets he gave to me, I'm gonna share this with you guys right now on this free live event, is he said, Caleb, what I do is I wake up every morning, and because at this time he was doing videos every single day. He'll wake up every morning, he'll go to YouTube, he'll find the #1 trending videos, and he'll do videos that are similar to that. I was like, why did you do that? He's like, well, they're already trending. So if I do the same things that's already trending, I'm gonna blow up with that trend. I'm gonna go viral with that trend. I'm gonna make money with that trend. So if he noticed that there was this big green slime trend on YouTube, that's just a crazy example, but he noticed there was some trend, guess what? He would do a video about that. And then he noticed at one point Jenga, I feel like it was trending. I don't know why Jenga was trending on YouTube. YouTube's a crazy place. Jenga was trending. So he did a video about the largest thing ever with Jenga. And he would always just model what was already trending. And because of that, because he used OPC, it was his shortcut to go viral and become literally one of the #1 and highest paying YouTubers on the planet. You see, OPC is the easiest way to go viral because you don't have to come up with the video ideas. You don't have to come up with the titles. You don't have to come up with the thumbnails. You don't even really have to come up with the actual content. So guys, by now you're saying, all right, I'm in. Let's talk about this OPC thing. Here's the question. How do you use OPC? Well, it starts with a niche. You need to find what niche that you're gonna go into because the niche is the most important part. And if you choose the right niche and use OPC, it's almost impossible to fail. Now, I'm personally not allowed to disclose Devin's niches or even the top niches he recommends and even how to find them because the niche, like I said, is one of the most valuable parts of YouTube. And sadly, Devin won't let me share that with everyone. Now, there is an easy way for you to find and get the niches, and I'm actually gonna gladly share that with you guys here in a little bit. But once you have found a profitable niche, here's how to use OPC. You guys, this is where we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of YouTube. So if you have notes, I need you guys pulling out your notes, writing on every single thing in this step. I need you guys undivided attention because this is absolutely one of the most valuable parts of this training. Here's where it starts. You find the most recent viral videos in your niche. And you do that by #1, going to the search bar and typing in your niche's keywords. So whatever niche you're in, you're gonna type in the words that's gonna pull up videos to show you other videos in that niche. But here's the deal. When you type in the niche keywords, it's gonna pull up a bunch of random videos. It's not organized. Now here's what YouTube did that made it so easy for people to make money on YouTube. They created this thing called filter. And if you click that top thing in the left corner, you click that filter button, it's gonna drop down all these different options of how you can search through videos. Guys, this is good stuff. This is some stuff like when I told my closest friends this and they were so excited to find out about this, and I can't wait for you guys to find out about this one too. It drops down all these ways you can sort through different content, and here's what you're gonna wanna do. You're gonna go straight to the top. Guys, if you want to become big, you just want to model the biggest thing. So what I do is I go to the sort by and I click on that thing called view count. And I make sure that I'm searching by the most viewed videos. But I also don't just want to have the most viewed videos. I want to do the most viewed videos that are the most recent. That way I have an even better chance of going viral. So I want to just click view count. I'll also click this month. And once I do that, YouTube will sort through it for me. It'll create this all these different videos. Its algorithm will work, and it'll show me the videos that have the most views in my niche, and that also are the most recent popular videos in my niche. That way, I'm making sure to be with the current trends, just like Jake Paul did. Now, after you find the most recent viral videos, here's what you're gonna do. #1, you're just gonna choose one to model. You're gonna look at one that's doing really, really well. It's trending. It's doing a great job. It's going viral. And all you're gonna do is first start to just modeling the title. So this is a real video on YouTube. It's called the 13 Tips on How to Survive Wild Animal Attacks. It has 76 million views. 76 million views. I mean, people are liking this video. So I would just model a title like that. I would do something like the 11 Tricks to Survive a Life-Threatening Animal Attack. Something similar. Obviously, I'm not copying. I'm just modeling. And then also, what else goes into a video? Well, it's not just the title, even though the title is massively important. Another part of it is the thumbnail. So I'm gonna look at the thumbnail. I'm gonna look at the psychology behind it. Like, why did this thumbnail work? Well, there's a shark and it's going after this girl, and there's an X. It's showing, oh, they did this the wrong way. And then there's the girl doing this the right way now, and there's a check mark. So I'm like, okay, well, that psychology clearly worked. Let me model that thumbnail. So I would do something like this. And this is actually a thumbnail that literally cost me $0 to create, but I created this for this. And all it is I'm not copying exactly. I'm just literally, it's a bear chasing after it, and it's the same exact psychology. So it's obviously gonna work because it worked in the past. And then I'm gonna model the content. So let's say it's 10 minutes and 12 seconds. Well, I'm not gonna get all oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do 5 minutes. I'm gonna do 20 minutes. No, it's already proven that this niche likes videos that are 10 minutes long. So I'm gonna do a video that's maybe 10 minutes and 45 seconds, something that's similar to that. Now, what's important to remember, guys, is you're not stealing, you're modeling. And this is a very important thing. I didn't copy it exactly. Once again, I believe in being fully ethical. I didn't download their thumbnail and just make it my thumbnail. I didn't copy their video and upload the same video. I didn't do the exact same title. What I did is I modeled it. And if you model it, how could you possibly not get views? I mean, think about it. 76 million people watch this video. And here's the groundbreaking thing about YouTube. This is, by the way, this right here, I need to create a t-shirt about this and sell this out to all the YouTubers, because this is the most powerful part about YouTube. Views aren't views. Views are votes. And if there's 76 million people that watched the video, I don't view that as 76 million views. I view that as 76 million people voted saying they enjoyed this video and want to see more of it. You see, people already voted for what videos they want you to create. Now you just need to create them. Guys, this is so exciting. This is a massive breakthrough. I know some of you guys are having massive ahas. I'm already seeing some things in the chat of some people that are relate with this and understanding this. And again, I want to hear, like, what are you guys thinking about this right now? Because people already voted for it. If they said, I watched the 13 tips on how to survive animal attacks, guess what? They want to see more videos like that because they clearly clicked on it. So if you do the 11 tricks to survive life-threatening animal attacks and you do a similar thumbnail to them, they voted they want to see more of it. So they're going to click on yours when they get more of it. You see, YouTube encourages this because it's not about the creators, guys. It's about the viewers. And YouTube wants you to give them more about what they're voting for. That's what they want. Like YouTube literally, their algorithm is designed for one purpose. You know how I was telling you about all the math and stuff? All that math and science that YouTube created with its algorithm, the only thing it's there for is to show viewers more of what they're interested in. Like, people make this complex thing. That's what they want to see. They want their viewers to watch more about what they're already interested in. And OPC is a guaranteed way to find out what viewers are already interested in. So if you model OPC, it's pretty much inevitable that the algorithm will love you, and as a result, will start to favor your videos. Now, here's something you do need to understand about OPC. The two most important parts about OPC are the title and the thumbnail. Like, you must have a similar title and thumbnail to the videos in your niche. Like, that is all that matters to going viral. And guys, what I'm about to tell you and what you're about to hear, I don't encourage this at all, but it's the truth. And like I said, once again, I'm going to continue to reiterate this. For me, integrity is my #1 value. And the only reason I'm going to share what I'm about to share with you guys is so you understand YouTube even more and can use it in an ethical way. So, like, what I'm about to tell you guys is not what I encourage, but it's something important to know. That way you can use YouTube the right way. And that's that a lot of faceless automated YouTube channels have terrible content. I mean, some of you guys maybe have seen this before. Like, a lot of these videos, they do top 10 videos, right? And they talk about the top 10 things of this, like, whatever it might be. A lot of times, the facts aren't even true. They made up the facts. They make up different things. The video has blurry images in it. The editing is absolutely terrible. They misspell words. They rearrange words. Like, the videos they create are literally terrible for some of them. Obviously, the big ones, they don't. They have a brand, and they have made sure to actually establish trust. But even the ones that are terrible content, they still go viral and make crazy amounts of money. And the reason why they make money is because you get paid whether someone enjoys your videos or not. Because YouTube doesn't have a refund policy. If someone watches your video and they watch an ad before it, you have monetization on, you're gonna get paid every single time. This is the biggest concept about YouTube. When someone watches your video, you get paid. Views equals income. Virality equals income. Now, it doesn't matter if they like the video or not. Say they watch the video and they go through it and they're 3 minutes in, they're like, this was a terrible video. You already got paid for that. And they can't click, I didn't like this video, and then all of a sudden YouTube says, you don't get the money. You get the money no matter what. See, that is how much going viral is purely about the title and thumbnail. Guys, these are big breakthroughs that we're having right now. I'm like, this is the part I was so excited about sharing with you guys. But if you want to create long-term sustainable channels so where viewers don't just make you money once, but they keep coming back for more, like Devin and his students do, then the content has to be good. And that's one thing I really want to harp on. Even though you don't have to have good content in order to go viral, in order to create real sustainable channels, you need to do what Devin and his students do, and that's make really good content that people enjoy. Now, here's the deal. Once OPC is working and making you money, only then you can give yourself and your team the luxury of trying to get creative. Only then. And I see so many people, they try to get creative off the bat. They come up with their own titles, their own thumbnails. Guys, I'm telling you, get OPC working, and then if you want to get creative, you can. Guys, there's 2 reasons for this. Number 1, you don't want to be a starving artist, okay? And like, I know a lot of you business persons, you're like, wait a second, I don't want to be an artist at all, right? Like, that's me personally. I don't even want to be an artist. But there's some of you guys who you are artistic. You do have these creative, like, wants. You want to be able to try different things and see if this title works and this thumbnail works. And if that's you, that's fine. You can do that. But just don't do it while you're starving. Do it once you're a rich artist. You see, once you use OPC to make money, now you're able to profitably be able to do that. And that's the first reason. Like, I don't want you to be a starving artist. Even if you are an artist, wait till you're a rich artist until you start getting creative. And number 2, you want to learn the patterns of your niche. See, even if you are someone who wants to get creative, I recommend you do OPC off the bat. That way you understand what titles work in your niche, what thumbnails work in your niche. You need to set down the foundation to where you understand how these patterns actually work. And once you understand those patterns, you can actually start to make educated guesses and educated decisions on what title and what thumbnail you want to create on your own. Now, once again, guys, if you model a video with 76 million views to a T, and this is the most important thing to understand, guys, you have don't you think you at least have a pretty good chance of getting lucky? And don't you think you have a pretty good chance of making you at least some money? I mean, the only way you can fail if you use OPC is if you just don't model the videos correctly. Now, I want you to imagine a video. You upload a video every single day using OPC. Imagine that. Imagine you upload a video every single day using OPC. But not just that, you do it across multiple channels. don't you think you guys would have pretty good odds of making money? Guys, that's my focus. My focus here isn't to make it possible for you to succeed. Everything goes in this. I want to make this almost impossible for you to fail. See, that is the power of OPC. Now, maybe this looks a little bit overwhelming, and I understand that. But I promise you guys, it isn't overwhelming when all of this happens while you sleep. And that's the best part. You can get all of this fully automated. Because I don't want you to focus on this right now. In fact, I don't even want you to focus on just one channel right now. All I want you to focus on is your first automated video. That's where I want all of your attention set on. Because the truth is, you are just one automated video away from an entire network of YouTube channels that are earning you passive income. Because once you know how to create and automate one video, you'll have a machine to do as many as you want. And that brings us into step 2, which is the good part, which turns the income into passive income. And that's how to automate your first YouTube channel so that it earns you true passive income without taking any of your time. Because right now, because of OPC, you know what videos to create. In fact, you actually understand the basic philosophy behind how to go viral using OPC. But it is in no way passive yet. It is in no way passive. So the question is this: how do you automate it to where those videos are being created every day without you spending any time on it? And I'm talking every single day. You see, let me go back to that first time I met Jake Paul. When I first met him, literally 10 minutes into the conversation, this is what I asked him. I said, how, not just he got in the nitty gritty more so. I want to know, overall, what is your best advice for going viral on YouTube? What's your best advice? Jake looked me in the eyes, with the exact same shades he has on right there, and he goes, it's every day, bro. And at first I thought he was kidding because he literally has a song that has like 260 million views. It's called It's Everyday Bro. He wrote a book about it called It's Everyday Bro. So I thought he was just like joking with me, like it's everyday bro, like he just didn't want to answer it. And I was like, no, seriously, Jake. I was like, I really want to know. Like I'm a curious person. He said, no, dude, you just need to upload every single day. He's like, if you upload every single day, you're just creating assets every single day that are paying you. It's inevitable, and they all pour into each other, and you just continue to gain momentum over and over and over again, and that momentum compounds and has exponential growth. But here's the truth, guys. Although that is the key to YouTube, you don't want to have to be in the trenches every day doing OPC. And you definitely don't want to be creating the videos yourself. I mean, you guys remember how hard it is to create the videos yourself. I shared with you guys in the old way. Like, put the chat. Do you guys want to be doing this every single day, but you don't want to be creating the videos? Because that personally is how I like to live and how I want to do YouTube. So how do you do that? How do you automate your channel? How do you automate your channel so well that you don't even need to do OPC once yourself if you don't want to? Not even one time. You don't even have to go to the page, find your niche words, search your niche words, model a title. You don't have to find the videos. How do you do it to where it's happening for you? Well, here's how it works, and this is a big concept right here. As a human, you have 24 hours in a day. But as an entrepreneur, you have 24 hours plus anyone who works for you and is on your team. Guys, this is huge. Everyone always tells me, "Can't buy 24 hours." I'm like, yeah, but I'm an entrepreneur. I got 24 hours, and anyone on my team is an extra 24 hours. See, every team member you add is an extra 24 hours. That means 3 team members is an extra 72 hours in your day. This is the beautiful part about life. And I gotta give you guys a quick disclaimer, all right? If I haven't made this clear enough, let me make it clear now. Success does take time, but that doesn't mean it has to be your time. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna throw in a part 2 of this disclaimer. You guys been saying double disclaimer. I've never seen this before. Yes, part 2. YouTube automation does take time, but that doesn't mean it has to be your time. I mean, like I said, guys, creating videos are massively time consuming. And even with YouTube automation, I will never lie to you and say it isn't time consuming. But it doesn't have to be your time that it is consuming. This is one of the coolest parts about YouTube automation. It is time consuming, but it doesn't have to be your time that it is consuming. You see, there are 5 key components to a viral video. And you can get a team to do all 5 of those things on autopilot for next to nothing. You see, a team truly puts the automation into YouTube automation. Without your team, you would just be a regular YouTuber doing it the old way. Now maybe you're saying, okay, I want a team, that sounds great, but also I don't want to have to hire a full-time in-person team and have to get an entire office that's complicated and I have to do that. Maybe you already have a business, you're a single mother. It's like, I don't got time for all this, I can't do this. And the good news is with the world we live in today, you don't have to. You see, you can hire hardworking and talented overseas virtual team members from websites like Fiverr, Upwork. And guys, nowadays there's so many different websites where you can outsource and automate and delegate different actions to all sorts of different people. That's the beauty of the day and age we live in. And the truth is, they'll get the job done right, and they'll do it for next to nothing and be more happy to do it. You see, this is the easiest part. Now here's the deal. If you know what to say in your job post, you're pretty much gonna get at least 10 people to apply for even sometimes as low as $3 an hour every single time. In fact, I've never gotten less than 10 people to apply for any one of my job posts. And trust me guys, I've put up a lot of job posts because out of all the 15 businesses I've failed, there's a lot of different crazy, different jobs that needed to be had. And every single one of them got at least 10 people. In fact, my business partner's cousin, and basically, he's like basically my cousin. Like, we're so close, he even actually lives with us. He actually has been doing agency over the past few months. So he was doing a social media marketing agency. And it wasn't just like he was doing it. He was full out obsessing. He went through an entire course about it. He was going in, doing different meetings. He was learning about it. He was failing and trying. He was all in with this agency thing. But after I share with him just even a little bit of what I'm kind of sharing with you guys today is actually, I didn't even share all of this with him. After I shared that, he literally decided to quit his agency to do YouTube automation full time. And guess what? In 10 hours of creating his first job post, he already had 24 proposals. 24 proposals. 24 people saying, I want to be on your team. Some of these as low as $3 an hour for some of these people reaching out. Because I blocked out the title of the job post because I don't want to give away his niche out of respect to him. But at the end, 24 proposals that he got. And by the way, I just want to say this too. That shows you guys how much I actually believe in this. Like, I'm even telling my family and my closest friends to go all in with YouTube automation. In fact, actually, one of my cousins is on here as well. So shout out to Noah Benoit. Bro, you're going to kill YouTube automation, man. And I'm super excited that you're learning about this with everyone else as well. Now, here is the trickiest part. It's that you have to try to figure out not how to hire them. The hiring is easy. You have to figure out how to turn a few people overseas working for a few dollars an hour into a world-class content creation team that cranks out viral videos consistently. And the fact that Devin can actually do this is what impresses me most about his entire YouTube automation formula. In fact, actually, I'm going to get even more to that towards the end of our training today. But when you do have it figured out, the most it would cost to have your team create a viral quality video would be $100. That's it. $100 at the very, very most. I mean, that's what Devin usually spends on even some of the channels that are making $10,000 a month. That's the most he usually spends, even if they're making him that much money. But that's for way more complex videos. If you know the right niche to choose, your team can actually produce viral quality videos that make you a lot of money for as low as $30. And that's what Devin spends on a lot of his channels. And in fact, actually, you guys can even sometimes get even lower than that. My cousin Brian, I'm just gonna call him my cousin from now on. My cousin Brian is actually getting viral quality videos made for $7 per video. And that's all because of the niche that he chose. Now, you guys are probably doing math in your head right now. Because as any business owner, when I hear numbers, like, I'm automatically doing math in my head. So you're saying, okay, let's just go the high end. Let's say I had to spend $50 per video, right? That's 30 videos every single day because I want to upload every single day. I want to follow Jake's advice. I want to do what every single good YouTuber does. That's what Devin does. Every single one of his channels, upload every day. So you want to upload every single day. That's what you're hoping for. Let's say each video costs you $50. So you're doing math, you're like, okay, that's $1,500 a month. Let's just go towards the high end just to be extra conservative. Now, if you're a business owner, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking 30 assets and student income for just $1,500. What a deal. I mean, if you know anything about investments, to be able to get 30 assets and student income for just $1,500 is something you really can't do anywhere else other than YouTube automation. And some of you guys, you may even be thinking back to that one channel that Devin did that made him $4,692 in just 10 days. You know what's crazy about that? He only uploaded 2 videos during that time span. So let's go on the high end. By the way, let's just say he spent the most you can possibly spend to create a video, which is $100. Let's just say that. So that's 2 videos. It's $200 totally spent. He made $4,692. That means he profited $4,492 in the first 10 days of his channel with only 2 videos. So if you were to have a profit and loss statement on this channel, that's what it would be. That means after just 2 videos, he already had a 2,300% return on his investment. That means 10 days into a new channel, he already had a 23x ROI. Guys, these stats is what absolutely blows my mind about YouTube automation. Now, like I said before, obviously Devin's channels aren't typical, and most channels don't take off this fast. But if you did upload and paid for 15 times more video than that, you would still profit $1,692, $1,692 that you are taking home. Now, let's imagine your channel doesn't take off as quickly as Devin's unicorn channel I just showed you. Let's imagine you have the exact same numbers as far as like how much you're spending. Like, let's go back to the original analogy. Let's say you're doing $50 per video, 30 videos a month. You're spending $1,500. And let's say that's what you spend the first month of your video, of your channel. The first month you produce 30 videos, 30 assets. It costs you $1,500. Now let's imagine, because by the way, this is possible, you only make $1,093 back. So you're not profitable month 1. From all 30 assets combined, all you make is $1,093. So if you had a P&L on this channel, if you had a profit and loss statement, that means you made $1,093 and you lost $1,500. So that means month 1, which once again, I'm gonna tell you guys, every channel off the bat is not always, I can't guarantee that's gonna be profitable. Although most of Devin's channels are, I obviously can't guarantee that. So let's imagine month 1, you lose $407. But let's go to month 2. You keep it going because you understand that every single video you upload compounds. Now let's say month 2, you make $2,243. You continue to grow. Which, by the way, this isn't a stretch at all because, once again, you have 60 assets all growing each other. If you guys remember we talked about earlier, they're assets, they're streams of income. You have 60 streams of income. They're all compounding. Maybe one video does decent well. Like, this is very, 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 very doable. And in month 2, so let's say You make $2,243, you spend $1,500, because by the way, month 2 of the channel, it's not like you're spending more for videos in order to be profitable. You're spending the exact same amount. That means you take home $743 profit. So that means in your first 2 months of this channel, you lost $407 month 1. You made $743 month 2. That means that you have about a $336 profit on this channel. Now, even though that channel isn't off to a fantastic start, that's still $336 of passive income, guys. $336 of passive income. To make that much passively in a month from real estate, you would need to buy a single family home depending on where you're at. Think about that. These are assets that you're getting. So let's continue this analogy. You're 2 months in. Let's go to month 3. Let's imagine on month 3, you make $1,831. Once again, doable. Let's say that's profit. You profit $1,831. All the videos are continuing to grow. Your channel is growing. Even though it's at a slower pace than Devin, your channel is just growing. Well, also, here's the cool part about that. Let's say month 3, you make $1,831 profit. Theoretically, you could literally make month 1 profitable in month 3, because people from this could be watching videos from here still, and you're getting paid in month 3. So actually, technically, you might not even be at a loss on month 1. But let's just continue with this analogy. Month 4, you make $1,500. It goes down a little bit, right? Because once again, it's not always uphill. It's not like every single time you're just gonna continue to do more and more and more. Sometimes Devin channels, they do a little bit less the next month than they did the previous month. So let's say you only make $1,500 profit. So you do just a little bit worse. Let's say the next month you do $1,600 profit. So it's just like a little bit jump, but it's kind of still staying at the exact same pace. But then let's imagine month 6, you do $4,492 profit. So you have your first viral video, let's say. You have 1 viral video, or maybe you have 2 videos that kind of go semi-viral. Like guys, I know that any of you guys would take this, because don't forget, this is all automated. So this is all happening on autopilot, and you could literally have multiple channels by now. But at the exact same time, I also know some of you guys, you may be thinking, well, these numbers seem a little bit unrealistically high, Caleb. And I can understand that. Honestly, I would respect that. And when Devin first showed me the channels, I needed to know more. I was skeptical at first. But it is all about perspective. Because for Devin, these numbers seem unrealistically low. I mean, actually, I saw this screenshot, I saw this on his Instagram story, and I screenshotted this and threw it in here. He said that December's been a bad month for views. Now, when I first saw this, I looked at it, I was like, oh, in December he has 21,000 views. That's okay. I mean, obviously nothing great, but I wouldn't really call that a bad month. But then I noticed if I look closer, it says the last 48 hours. So in a 48-hour time span, he had 21,000 views on his channel. And for him, that's a bad month of views. It's all about perspective. I mean, don't forget, what took you 6 months to get to $4,492 profit, Devin did in that one channel in just 2 videos. What took you 6 months, he did in 2 videos. His first 2 videos made him $4,492 profit. Now, obviously, do not expect that. Once again, I want to be transparent. I don't want you to expect that. But you do have to think it's at least possible to have a month like that 6 months into your channel when Devin did it in only 2 videos. If you're doing this for 6 months straight, don't you think you can have the same results Devin got in just 2 videos? Especially if you could follow his formula exactly. And guys, don't forget, that's 180 videos. That's 1 video every day, all using OPC. That's the real thing. All using videos that people already voted they want to see. You're modeling these videos to a T. Don't you think? I mean, guys, even an extreme skeptic can admit that that is at least somewhat possible. But I know that also some of you may not be able to pay that every day when you're first getting started. Even though once your channel is profitable, it'll be an absolute no-brainer for you. I'd be ignorant to think that every single person off the bat is going to be able to do a video every single day and fully automate it. But here's the good news. You can start off with only 1 to 3 videos a week and use your profits from those videos to start uploading daily. I mean, let's say you upload once a week. All right, you're uploading 1 video a week, you have it automated. Guys, that's 2 times more assets than it took Devin to get here every single month, all using OPC. But the real key, guys, when you're automating is you need to make sure that you hire the right people for your channel. Because even though finding people is easy, you got to know what to look for when choosing someone from the dozens of overseas people who want to make the videos for you. Because if you don't, not only will you lose out on the money you paid them, but more importantly, you lose out on the money you would have made from going viral. But here's one of my favorite parts about YouTube automation. Let's dive even deeper on this. It's the profit margin. I mentioned that very slightly earlier. See, with other business models, you have the cost to produce and fill the product. You have the cost to run ads. You have the cost, but actually, let me just pause there. I know people who actually run ads. You guys relate to this. Sometimes you'll spend $500,000 and you're all excited because you made $550,000 or whatever it is. Like, you're barely profitable. Like in YouTube automation, you make $500,000. You're taking pretty much all of that home. You have the cost of an office or other properties, costs of merchant processing fees, and when you get to the big leagues, like the merchants take a decent amount. You have the cost of equipment. You have costs of refunds and disputes. You have costs of your time, costs of business partners, costs of dozens of subscription services and software. And you even have the cost to hire a full in-person team that has to grow as you scale, because with normal businesses, it doesn't stay the same. every single time you grow, that's even more people you need to make sure it continues to go. And because of that, with other business models, it can almost be impossible to make profitable even if you are successful, because you have these rising overheads that eat your profits alive. And like, these are a little bit of profits you have left over, if any profits at all. But with YouTube automation, this is one of the best parts. After you hire your team, there is no other overhead for the entire channel. So there's no other cost to YouTube automation other than a few overseas virtual team members. That means you have what I love, which is called a fixed upfront cost. So the moment you're profitable, you're basically profitable forever. Like I said, when Devin starts a channel, let's say he's paying on the high end $1,500 every single month to be able to produce these videos, to be able to produce 30 assets every single day. The moment he's more profitable and he makes more than $1,500, it never rises. He never needs more team members. It never goes up month 2. They never take more of a percentage, and YouTube pays you less the more views you get. All of those profits continue to go straight into your bank account. And in fact, it's not even that you don't have your profits eaten alive. Profits means more profits, because that's just more money you can spend on creating more teams to create even more channels. And one of the best parts is you only need one video a month to go semi-viral. Not even really viral, just semi-viral, in order to be wildly profitable with YouTube automation. And that video doesn't even have to be from this month. This is a really cool concept as well, guys. And by the way, I'm seeing all your guys' questions in the chat. Once again, I'm gonna be getting to that at the very, very end. And by the way, I'm loving all the feedback. And I even see there's someone on here who actually does YouTube automation, which is super, super cool to see that you guys are in here doing that. Now, with a business, if you launch a product and it flops, you completely failed. Guys, this concept is so awesome. And don't forget, like I said, videos are assets that don't die, which means a video that flopped 3 months ago can still go viral any moment. So with a normal business, you launch a product, it flops, that product is dead. It no longer can make you money, it's no longer an asset, it didn't work, it didn't convert. But videos don't die. So a video that you posted 3 months ago, let's say, or let's go even back, let's say you have a channel, you're 6 months in, a video from month 2, if the algorithm starts to favor it because maybe some people that watched the video from month 6, it was similar to that video, so they go watch that one, the algorithm starts to enjoy that, it may blow up that video and go extremely viral. So on YouTube, even your quote unquote failures end up compounding into your successes. And don't forget, virality equals more virality. So if you have one viral video, that pours in the next one. I mean, when I first went viral on Facebook, although I wasn't getting paid, it worked the exact same way. If I had one video go viral, my other videos go viral because everyone that watched that video would go watch more of them. And the algorithm would not just start to favor, and this is the cool part, it doesn't just favor your videos. If one person likes a video, they go watch another one. Now the algorithm could start to favor your channel. So with that being said, guys, fund your overseas virtual team. I hope that you guys understand it's an absolute no-brainer, especially since the cost rises or never rises even when your profits do. But let's just imagine something, all right? I'm gonna make it even better for you. Let's imagine you could take out the one upfront cost of YouTube automation, which is hiring your team. That way you're not risking any of your own money personally. Imagine that could happen. But how would you do that? How could you hire your team for no upfront cost? I mean, that sounds impossible, right? But there's actually 3 ways to do this. I'm gonna share these 3 ways with you right now. The first way is we actually have a way for you to get the team members to work for free on your first channel until it is profitable without taking on any debt or ripping anyone off even a little bit. The second way is there's also a way to have someone fund your channel for you so you don't have to risk any of the money personally. And the third way is there's an easy way for you to make the videos yourself until your channel is profitable enough to hire a team and automate your channel, even if you don't have time to create a video every day right now. There's even niches to where the videos yourself, it doesn't even require much editing. There's actually ways for you to have to do no editing at all if you choose the right niche. And guys, there's even another way. Now this one isn't completely free, but it gives you the best bang for your buck if you don't want to invest a crazy amount up front, but you still want to get that team going, you still want to hire them. There's even a way to give every video you upload up to 5 extra chances to go viral. So let's say you upload 4 videos. That means with this method, you can get 20 extra chances to go viral from 4 videos alone. Those 4 ways are one of the easiest ways to get started, even if you don't have a crazy amount of capital to start YouTube automation right now. I'm even going to be sharing with you guys how to actually start to implement those at the very end of this. Now, once you fund your channel and get your team of key players in place to where your YouTube channel will be a well-oiled machine that cranks out viral videos every single day without you lift a finger, that brings us to step 3. And that is now scaling into your YouTube empire. Scaling in a YouTube empire, because once you have one channel automated, now all you have to do is copy and paste and create even more channels that are all creating assets every single day. Guys, I want to know who is excited about hearing this 3rd step. I even seen that there's a few questions that came in about people loving step 2, they were loving even step 1, but I want to know, how do you do this multiple times over? Like, they're starting to get kind of one channel, but how do you scale into more? Well, there's a handful of key SOPs, which if you guys don't know what that means, that stands for standing operating procedures. standard operating procedures, in order to scale without complexity. And if you have these SOPs, it's not that very difficult to scale, but you need to follow them exactly, because the last thing you want is to scale up and have everything fall apart. Because I've done this before. You know, out of the 15 businesses I failed, there were some that I even got to work, but the scaling, that's when everything would fall apart. I have to go start over again. But once those are in place, scaling is simple. I mean, like I said, you're just one automated video away from an entire network of automated YouTube channels earning you passive income. But here's one key thing that you need to know about scaling. And once again, if you guys are taking notes, this is a very important one to jot down. You only scale when it's fully automated to where you don't even touch it. Now, I want to tell you guys a quick story real fast. When I think I was 14 at this time, a guy named Grant Cardone, who's a very close friend of mine, someone who's mentored me. I absolutely love Grant Cardone. A lot of you guys, you've probably read his book, The Next Rule. He owns, I think, almost well over $1 billion in real estate. Anyway, long story short, he's the real deal. And I really looked up to him when I was like 14, massively. I watched his videos every single day. And I got this really cool opportunity where he wanted to have me come on his show and he wanted to interview me. So we did the interview. And I got on set, and guys, I was super nervous. My heart was pounding. I was all excited. And there was one line I was super excited about sharing, because I know that Grant Cardone has said in the past that you need 7 streams of income. He was like, you know, millionaires have 7 streams of income. So I literally worked so hard at 14 to make sure I had 7 full streams of income. And I go on the show. Within the first few minutes, I say, Grant, guess what? I have 7 streams of income. And Grant goes, huh? And then goes into a whole other question. And at first I was confused. I'm like, wait a second, Grant, like, aren't you going to congratulate me on that? Aren't you going to be proud of me for that? And he just didn't acknowledge it for the rest of the show. So I said, oh, well. Then Grant ended up inviting me into his office. I sat down with him. We just had a good chat for like 2 hours. We were talking about family and all sorts of really good stuff like that. And about towards the end of it, I said, Grant, I got to know before I go, man, why aren't you impressed with my 7 streams of income? And he laughed and chuckled. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, I hear you say I need 7 streams of income, and I have 7 streams of income. I'm curious why you're not impressed. He said, because Caleb, a stream of income means that you have income coming in, and that stream's going whether you're dumping water into it or not. So he basically said, Caleb, do you have this to where it's literally these things are paying you if you don't work on it at all? And I was like, well, no, I need to work on each and every single one of them. He said, well, then all you're doing is you're just kind of dabbling at 7 different things rather than going all in at one. And the moment that thing is fully automated, the moment that thing is fully to where you don't even have to touch it in order for it to work, then you create your second. He said it's only stream of income if you're not the one that's pouring water into it. And see, that is the exact same thing with YouTube automation. I don't want you creating multiple channels off the bat. And there are actually ways that you can do this. We're going to be talking about it a little bit later. But I don't want you guys creating multiple channels off the bat, getting distracted. What I want you to get one channel automated. That way you can scale after that. And once that channel is fully automated, where you're not even the one touching it, you're not the one working on it, you're not creating the videos, and videos are being created consistently without you touching it, that is when you can start to scale. Now, once you do have your first automated video, creating an automated channel is simple and it's easy, and being profitable is simple. And then that brings us to the second one, which is even easier than the first one because you already have the process in place. You see, if you have one channel, creating the second one is simple because all the processes are set out. You can just have the one team literally either do the second channel or train your next team as well, and you have everything lined up to where all you have to do is literally just repeat. And once you have your second channel in place, you can basically repeat as much as you want over and over and over again. That's how Devin actually got to where he has dozens of cash flow channels that he does. And if you follow the formula right, you can actually eventually have dozens of cash flow channels just like Devin does. I mean, this picture that you see in the top left, these are all of the YouTube channels that he's a part of. In fact, it doesn't even fit all on the screen. He can keep scrolling and show you even more of them. And the reason why is he has the SOPs in place, but you need to make sure you have the right SOPs in place so that it doesn't break at scale. Now here's the deal. I've shared with you guys the 3 simple steps to automate your channel. You guys know that you need to be using OPC. You guys know that you need to have it fully automated and get a team. That way it's not consuming your time. You know that you need to scale and have the correct SOPs in place. And probably what you're thinking, and this is what I'd be thinking if I were in your guys' position right now, is there has to be more to all this, right? Well, there is. You see, the truth is 99% of people on YouTube don't make real money. And it's ironic because 99% of people on YouTube also don't know the formula for the new way that we've kind of been talking about a little bit today. You see, there's a duplicatable art and science to being in that 1% of people on YouTube that are making real money and real passive income. See, learning what does not work is just as valuable as learning what does work. And there is a formula for success on YouTube that has not just worked for Devin, but it's worked for countless others across the world. So here's my question to you. From what you've heard so far, and you've heard a lot, how would you like to have your very own automated YouTube channels? I would love to see that in the chat below and see if that was something that you guys would like. Like, how would you like to use YouTube to make passive income? And more importantly, here's the real kicker, do it by following a proven step-by-step formula that works. And what if you could start right now, no matter what your level of experience is? And that's one of the awesome parts about this opportunity. How confident would you be if Devin and I walked you through every single step of the process? We held your hand through the process of you creating automated YouTube channels. Well, if you're interested in learning how, here's what we're gonna go ahead and do next. We're gonna build your YouTube automation business together from start to finish. And when we're done, you will have your very first profitable automated YouTube channel. So if you're tired of relying on income that only comes in if you go into work, and if you want to get your first channel profitable fast with a lot less effort, and you want to learn the skill of creating automated YouTube channels that create true passive income, or if you just want someone on your team to learn that skill of creating automated YouTube channels that create true passive income without the need to step in front of the camera, edit even a single video, or be good at tech. And if you want to take advantage of our era's greatest opportunity, which is YouTube automation, then this program is specifically for you. Now guys, today I only had time to get into the basic YTA framework. And although I'm sure you guys learned a lot and you for sure understand the opportunity of YouTube automation. I mean, I see all the comments you guys are putting in here of what you've been learning, your takeaways, which I'm absolutely loving. And I can't wait to even go on social media after this and see what you guys have posted about what you learned today. But as you probably know, we barely scratched the surface and we didn't have nearly enough time to get into the formula. I mean, like I said before, that day that I met Devin, he taught me the formula for YouTube. And today I didn't have hours and hours and hours to be able to go down and break that thing down. All I was able to do is give you guys the basic framework. Now, I know those of you who are listening closely and taking a lot of notes, you still have a lot of questions left about this opportunity, no matter how much you believe in it. So here's what we're gonna go ahead and do. This is the exciting part. I believe in YouTube automation so much that I am personally writing Devin a $100,000 check to create an 8-week YTA masterclass for you. Does that sound fair to you guys? An $100,000 check, because that's how much I believe in this vehicle and in this opportunity of YouTube automation. I truly believe this is the next big business model. But until now, he's only taught people one-on-one. But I'm actually gonna be getting him to pull back the curtain and for the first time ever reveal his entire formula for YouTube automation and not hold anything back. In fact, when I first told him about this, when I told him I'm gonna cut him this check, the number one part about this deal is you cannot hold anything back, bro. I literally told him, Devin, I need you to share inside this masterclass everything that you share with your one-on-one students and more. So here's what's included inside of the 8-week YTA masterclass that I have Devin create for you. It is designed to be an 8-week online class for you to take in your free time that walks you through the entire step-by-step process up until you have your first automated YouTube channel. It holds your hand up until then. And then your second, and then your third, so on and so forth. But you can go at your own pace. You or a team member can go through this way faster than 8 weeks with ease. Like, that's what personally I would do. And if you guys are crazy like me, I would just lock myself in a room over a weekend and obsess and learn the entire YouTube automation formula that's taught inside this 8-week masterclass. Now, here's what we did to make it even more simple for you. Because I want to make sure you're able to go through this, you understand everything, and you're getting to the place where you're able to set up a profitable YouTube channel. So we broke it down into 4 different sections. The first part is how to set up your first channel the right way. You're gonna be learning how to set up your first automated YouTube channel so you don't mess it all up and have to pay for your mistakes later. I wanna make sure you guys do it right from the start. That way you don't ever have to restart. You're gonna be learning how to name your YouTube channel the right way for virality, profits, growth, and sustainability. You guys are gonna be learning how to create a profile and cover photo that makes you look like an established channel with 1 million subscribers. Guys, even if you only had 300 subscribers, I want people thinking this is a big channel just by the way you present yourself. You're also gonna be learning the rules of YouTube, both written and unwritten, both the rules that they will tell you up front and the rules that take you years to learn like Devin had to. You're gonna be learning all those rules that you must fully understand before ever uploading even your first video. You're gonna be learning how to optimize your channel's features and settings for full growth and high earnings per view. And this is actually super cool. First time I ever had Devin sit down and teach me this stuff, he showed me settings in my channel and different features in my channel that I had no clue were even there that instantly had me making more money. You guys are gonna be learning how YouTube's analytics work and how you can use them as your unfair advantage. You're gonna be learning how to connect your bank to YouTube the correct way so you don't miss out on any money like I did, because when I first started, I had no clue how to connect the right way, and there was actually money sitting there that I didn't even know existed. And you guys are also going to be learning the Pluto method, which I can't really get deep into, but I'm telling you that's gonna be one of your favorite parts about this section. Part 2 of the 8-week masterclass, you're gonna be learning the science of going viral and getting views that completely eliminates luck. So I actually had Devin sit down and share all the math he knows behind virality. You know how he did in that one video where he knew what percentages his channel needed to be at, and you guys don't even know about CTR and all those different things? He's gonna be showing you guys about the math behind virality, and you're gonna be learning how to use OPC at scale, That way you can't just do it for once, but you can continue to do it over and over again. You're gonna be learning the outsourceable art of ethical clickbait titles and thumbnails that makes viewers have to stop scrolling and click on your video. And by the way, this is one of my favorite parts because Devin was showing me some of his videos. Every single one of them, I was like, hey, can we just watch that real fast? Because they have a way of getting you just want to click on it. And that's the most important part. Remember, every click, that's when you're getting paid. So I want to make sure you know how to actually get people to click on your videos so that you make money doing YouTube automation. You're going to be learning the golden time to upload your videos that drastically increases the odds that you go viral. And you literally might as well not even upload any other time. I didn't even know this golden time existed, but that's what time Devin uploads on all of his channels. You're gonna be learning the YouTube automation shortcut software that finds OPC for you every time. That software is super, super cool. He's gonna be breaking down what it is and how to use it. You're gonna be learning the viral formula behind OPC so you can create original content that makes you as big as the channels that you're modeling. And you're even gonna be learning how to turn viewers into subscribers so that they come back and make you money more than once. And part 3 of the YTA Masterclass. And by the way, I just wanna hear, like, how many of you guys are excited to be learning about this inside of the YTA Masterclass? Like for me, the $100,000 check account was 100% worth it, knowing that you guys are gonna get to learn all this stuff. Part 3, you're gonna be learning how to actually create the videos so they're ready to upload. So you're gonna be learning how to write the scripts for the videos, how to do the voiceovers for your videos. You're gonna be learning how to find copyright-free footage, music and photos, because if the footage, music, and photos you use is copyrighted, you don't make a dime from YouTube. You're gonna be learning how to edit your videos. You're gonna learn how to create the thumbnails for your videos. You're gonna learn how to write the description and how to even tag your videos. In part 4, and this is personally my favorite part because it takes all the other 3 steps and make it to where you don't even have to be the one to do them, and that's how to create the team that will automate your channel. You're gonna learn how to use automation to scale profit, not hours worked. You're gonna be learning the key team members that any profitable YouTube automation channel always has. So you're gonna learn the exact team members that Devin hires when he's first starting off a channel. You're gonna learn how to find and hire the best people the first time so you don't waste any money on the bad ones. You're gonna learn why the best team members are found in the most unexpected places and where that place is, and why that place is oddly the cheapest in the entire industry. You're gonna be learning how to make your team work together in perfect harmony so that your videos are being created and uploaded regularly without you having to put out any fires. I don't know about any business owners out there, if you guys have ever hired a team, one of the worst parts in the beginning is trying to put out fires, making sure they work together. And I'm telling you guys what, when you have to put out fires consistently, that is not YouTube automation, and that is for sure not passive income. So Devin's gonna be showing you how to do that. And you're also gonna learn how to turn automation from something as a dream into something that you wake up to every single day. That was simpler and more seamless to set up than you could have ever imagined. Guys, those are the 4 parts of this 8-week YTA Masterclass. And I don't know if you can hear my voice. I am so excited for you guys to be able to dive into this because I've already seen all the videos that he's been creating and they're absolutely fantastic. So here's what all is included in the 8-week YTA Masterclass. Number 1, you get a lifetime membership and access to this 8-week YTA Masterclass. You're gonna get access to all the videos where Devin's gonna be training you on those 4 parts. Number 2, we're also gonna be giving you the done-for-you tools, softwares, templates, and even the YTA checklist to make YouTube automation even more simple for you. So you're gonna be learning the tools you need, the softwares you need, some different templates you need for maybe thumbnails, other stuff like that. You're gonna be getting all that stuff as well as the YTA checklist, which basically means if you check off every single box on the YTA checklist, you know your channel's fully automated, which is extremely, extremely helpful because there's things in that checklist I didn't even know had to happen before you had an automated channel. You're also gonna be learning the SOPs to scale into an entire YTA empire, because I don't just want you guys having one channel, I want you to have multiple. And as I said before, you need those standard operating procedures to be able to scale. We're gonna be showing you guys that inside the YTA Masterclass. And you're gonna be also getting the YTA members only community. Now this is something I didn't get to dive into a lot, but one of the things Devin did when he first started out is he actually would connect with a bunch of other people that had YouTube automation channels, and he would learn from them, and he would teach them, and they would all just connect, and they would all grow together. They would be sharing different tactics and tips and all sorts of stuff like that. They'd be promoting each other's channels, and that's the goal of the YTA members only community. And I'm really, really excited about this one because this means that I'm gonna get to connect with you guys as well. I'm gonna be in there consistently, and it's gonna be awesome because all of us that are doing YTA together, we're gonna get to grow together and grow our channels together and make sure we're getting this automated. And anytime you need questions, you need support, you're just in the middle of something and you just need someone to be able to talk to, you're gonna have that community to go to. And you're also gonna be getting the maximum wage mentality, which is also extremely exciting. This is something that I filmed with my business partner, Ryan. Ryan's generated $50 million plus online. He was behind the #1 launch in internet history. He's done so many amazing things. And me and him sat down for literally hours and hours during 1 week and just filmed video after video explaining the mentality it takes to actually win. Because it's one thing to have the vehicle, right? It's one thing to have the plane, but it's a whole other thing to have the mentality and be the pilot it takes to be able to operate that plane. And that's what the mentality is about. It's making sure you have the correct mentality in order to be able to operate your YouTube automation channels the right way, and in order to be able to do this vehicle the correct way and know what it takes and how you need to think while you're doing YouTube automation, because there's a lot that goes into it mentally. I'm gonna tell you guys stories about when I met Arnold Schwarzenegger and like what he told me mentally. There's a mentality it takes to win, and we're gonna be showing you guys the mentality it takes to make maximum wage. So guys, the masterclass has already started, and your first set of lessons are waiting for you in there now so you can start. Just watch the videos and follow along with me and Devin as we create and automate your first YouTube channel together. By the time the training's done, we have one simple goal, and that's that you've set up one or more profitable automated YouTube channels. See, that's what we're about. We're about one thing, and that's results. We created this with no other goal, not even looking good. Our goal is very simple. We want to get you guys results, and that's that. And the real result you want is to have profitable automated YouTube channels. So you're probably asking, what about the price? Well, if you want to work with Devin and do one-on-one coaching, he personally charges $20,000. That's why I'm writing him a $100,000 check for him to create the 8-week YTA Masterclass, which he's never done before. That way today, you can get started for a fraction of that. You can get started today for just $597, 2 payments, or $997 if you want to pay in full and go ahead and save $200. So if you guys want to join the Masterclass, all you have to do to get started is just go here by clicking the button below. Now, what I want to do is I want to make sure this is a completely safe decision for you. A lot of people tell you got to make sure you take a risk, and I do believe that, but I also believe that safety is a very basic human need, and I want to make sure you guys feel safe in this decision. So that's why I'm going to give you my YTA promise. If this doesn't work for you in the first 30 days, you can have 100% of your money back. I don't feel like we should make money unless you make money. I'm just making it to where there's literally no way you can lose here, because it's very, very important for me. All you have to do is reach out to us. We'll give you a full refund. So once again, here's how to get started. After you register and hit submit, you'll be taken a login page for the YTA Masterclass members. And inside of there, you're gonna have all of your content. You're gonna be able to go through the 4 parts of this. And actually, I have one more cool thing to show you guys, by the way. If you guys join by the end of this training, we're also gonna throw in some fast action bonuses. Now, when I first created these fast action bonuses, I only had 3 of them. But then I kind of got a little bit carried away, and now there's 10 fast action bonuses for all of you guys who join by the end of this live event today, on top of everything else you guys are gonna be getting with the YTA Masterclass. Now, the way that I actually created these fast action bonuses, I literally just thought in my head, what else would someone need to win? What else would they need for this to be an absolute no-brainer and a safe decision for them to be able to join the YTA Masterclass? So Devin and I literally spent the last few weeks creating these bonuses. Then also I reached out to some of my friends who have done tens of millions of dollars online, and I had them throw in some stuff as well. So guys, take a deep breath. There's a lot that's about to be coming your way. I got 10 fast action bonuses for you, and this is just kind of our way of rewarding fast action takers, because that's personally who we want in our community. So here's the first fast action bonus that you're gonna be getting today if you join by the time this webinar ends. And that's that Devin will train your team for you. Now guys, this is a $1,997 value, and it answers this question right here. How do you turn a few people overseas working for a few dollars an hour into a world-class content creation team that cranks out viral videos consistently? This is the answer. You let them watch training videos from Devin where he teaches them for you. See, I want this to be automated for you guys. I don't want you guys to have to go through the masterclass and then teach your entire team. I want you to be able to just give them videos where Devin teaches them for you. You see, Devin has a specific thing that he goes through and he teaches every single member that joins his team, and I'm just literally having him film videos where he teaches them as if it was his own team. You just show your team these videos, and they're gonna fully understand the entire YouTube automation process. They're gonna understand everything from the script to the voiceover to the editing. And even if you have someone currently on your team, Devin can also train them as well inside these videos to manage your YTA team for you. That way it's passive income off the bat. So that's the first fast action bonus. The second fast action bonus is fun for free. Now, obviously I understand that a lot of you guys, when you first start out, you may not have the capital to just go ahead and do a video every single day. And I kind of hinted at you guys the 3 ways to fund for free, and that's a fast action bonus you're gonna be getting when you join YTA Masterclass today. This is a $1,997 value. Now, inside of this, you're gonna be getting 3 videos. The first video is gonna be showing you how you can get the team members to work for free on your first channel until it's profitable without taking on any debt or ripping anyone off even a little bit. Because that's the really important thing. There's ways to get your team members to work for free, but you're ripping them off. I wanna make it to where it's a win-win for everyone, and you don't have to spend a dime until your channel is profitable. And in that video, we're literally gonna walk you through how to do this entire first way. That way you can fund your channel for free. The second video inside of here, we're gonna be showing you the other way to have someone fund your channel for you, so you don't have to take on any risk, you don't have to risk any money personally. So you're not taking on the risk yourself. You're having someone else fund your channel for you, hire your team for you. They're going to spend the money. All you're going to do is set up the entire channel. The third thing is we're going to be sharing with you guys an easy way to make the videos yourself until your channel is profitable enough to hire a team and automate your channel, even if you don't have the time to create a video every single day. So this is for someone who you maybe don't want to hire a team off the bat. You're just going to create the videos yourself. We're going to have Devin walk through you how you can do them yourself very simply, very easily, especially if you choose the right niche and if you don't have time to create them every single day. We're going to show you ways where you can still almost post every single day, even if you're not creating videos every single day as well. And then inside of this, even though those are the 3 videos that talk about how to fund for free, we're also going to be throwing in a bonus underneath this bonus, which is how to give every video you upload up to 5 extra chances to go viral. Now, I explained this a little bit earlier. I basically said how there's a way where you can have 20 extra chances to go viral from just 4 videos with this method. And inside of Fund for Free, we're also going to be throwing in a 4th video, which is going to explain how you can do that as well. Obviously, this is not you fund for free, but this is how you can just do 4 videos and it has 20 chances of going viral. So it's almost like you uploaded 20 videos rather than 4. It just makes sure you get the absolute best bang for your buck. Now, the 3rd facts action bonus is you're going to be tripling through translation. Now, guys, this is actually a really cool one that my business partner came up with. And when we looked into it, it was something that all the biggest channels were already doing. Now, this one is $197 value. And basically what we show you inside of tripling through translation is how to triple any channel through translating your videos into multiple languages and creating multiple channels for a fraction of the cost of just the first video. So we're basically going to be showing you guys the software that can translate your videos into multiple languages for you, because 3 times the languages could mean 3 times the channels, 3 times the videos, 3 times the virality, and could even mean 3 times the money. And this is what some of the biggest channels do. Some of the biggest automated channels, they have multiple languages. I mean, there's one channel I know that has literally 10 different languages they do with videos. So they create one video, and that's 10 videos for 10 different channels, all with just creating one video, which is something that I haven't really heard a lot of people do except the really big ones. And we're going to show you how you guys can do that off the bat inside of this facts action bonus. The 4th facts action bonus you're going to be getting is monetizing outside of monetization. Now, this one's a $797 value. And as I told you guys before, I went extremely viral on Facebook, which doesn't have that magic button, right? I had 42 million people reach from a single video that I didn't spend a dime on. And I had to figure out how I made that video profitable, how I made my Facebook profitable, and how I can make money, because Facebook wasn't going to pay me. So I had to get creative with how to monetize outside of monetization. And I got to the place where an hour of my time was worth $60,000 plus. In fact, I even got one video that I created, 60-second video. It made me over $250,000. And inside of monetizing outside of monetization, I'm going to show you guys what I did to monetize outside of having that magic button, because I didn't have it at the time, that made me over $1 million by the age of 16 years old. And even Devin's going to share with you guys in there other ways to make money with your automated YouTube channels besides YouTube just paying you money. I mean, this is one channel right here that Devin had where he got $5,000 for a single sponsorship, and there's multiple other ways. In fact, there's 3 that I can think of on top of my head of how to make money from YouTube channels outside of just the check that YouTube ends up writing to you. So that's a very cool one where me and Devin are going to show you how to monetize outside of monetization so that you're making more money on top of the money that YouTube is paying you. The 5th facts action bonus is YouTube advertising mastery. Now, this one's a $997 value, and there's one thing that I know for a fact, and that's that advertisers can make big money. In fact, I was actually talking to someone at Arnold Schwarzenegger's house in California, and they had actually made $100 million plus from YouTube ads. That's the power of YouTube ads. I mean, there's a reason advertisers can afford to pay you lots of money. So that's why I basically reached out to my friend, a really close friend of mine. His name is Brian Moncada. He's generated $30 million plus from YouTube ads alone, and he's going to basically teaching you guys YouTube advertising and how you can run YouTube ads for your business. And I know a lot of you guys already are running Facebook ads, but the truth is your friends are on Facebook and your customers are on YouTube. See, when someone goes to Facebook, they're wanting to see their friends post. They're wanting to see the newest baby their friend just had, or the dog that their friend just got. That's why they're there. They're just scrolling through it really, really fast, and they have maybe a minute of free time, and they're just kind of catching up with all of their friends. That's what Facebook is. It's a place for friends. But your customers are on YouTube. You see, every single day, your customers are searching on YouTube for solutions to the problems that they have. And if you could just appear and say, hey, listen, I have this solution for you, instead of you having to scream in their face on Facebook, which is basically what you have to do when you run an ad, it's like you're just basically interrupting their time of trying to connect with friends, and you're screaming at them. On YouTube, it's like your customers are screaming to you, asking you for solutions. I mean, the way I kind of think about it is like, imagine going to a coffee shop and you just yell to the coffee shop, buy my product. Like, let's say you're a chiropractor. You're like, you need to hire me as your chiropractor. You're just screaming to the coffee shop. You're probably not going to get that many sales. But if you walk by someone and you hear 2 friends and they're kind of just chatting a little bit about how one of them has back pain, you could tell they have back pain, you just go up and say, hey, I'm a chiropractor. Would you like me to help you with that? And they go, oh my goodness, of course I would. That's how YouTube works versus Facebook. YouTube is where your customers are already at and they're looking for solutions to your problem. And that's how you can get them to say, shut up and take my money. And then I just wanted an excuse to throw this in there because I like that photo. All right, the 6 facts action modes you guys are going to be getting, I told you guys, there's a lot that we're throwing in here on top of everything you're going to be getting, is YTA investing. Now, this is $997 value, and inside of YT investing, we basically show you how to find automated YouTube channels that are already profitable, that already have teams in place, and how to contact them and what to say in order to buy or invest in their channel, and how to, most importantly, make sure it keeps running when you own it. Now, this one's really, really important because I know a lot of you guys, you view this as an investment opportunity. I mean, maybe you guys have a massive portfolio of investments already. I mean, I know there's probably people watching this, you have $50 million worth of real estate. Because I'm gonna tell you guys, and I encourage you, put some of your money into YTA. I literally am already recommending this to some of my mentors who do real estate. I'm telling them, listen, invest in some YTA channels, because you can't really name another investment where you can maybe get 1,000% interest, but that's possible with YouTube. And it's an investment that literally creates new income producing assets every single day. So we're gonna show you guys how you can actually reach out to channels that are already working and just make sure it keeps running even when you buy them. That way you don't have to do the work on your own. And we're even gonna show you how you can hire someone to go through the training and do the entire process for you. I mean, I know some of you guys, maybe you have team members, maybe you're just thinking about hiring someone. You can invest in YTA Masterclass, become a part of this. You can really just hire someone to go through the entire thing for you. All you need to do is just watch the one video that we put in there about YT investing, about how you can make sure that they actually run the entire channel for you and do the entire process for you as well. Okay, so the 7th fast action bonus. I told you guys, we love to reward fast action takers. We're gonna be throwing in YTA channel flipping secrets. Now this is a $497 value, and basically what we're gonna show you is how to get an investor or media company interested in buying out your channel so you can make a year's worth of profit up front. And this is something we didn't have time to dive into today, but basically there is a way where if you get your channel profitable, you can go to someone and say, listen, I have all this passive income, pay me for a year's worth of it, and I'll give you the entire channel for free. We're gonna walk you guys through that entire process of how to get someone to buy out your channel, that we can just produce assets and sell them as well. There's an entire opportunity, because there's honestly so many ways to use YouTube automation to make money that you guys still don't even know about. All right, the 8th fast action bonus. So this one's actually really exciting for me, because this is the one that would entice me if I was watching this. This is the one that would encourage me to want to have joined the YTA Masterclass, and that's celebrity automation. Now, celebrity automation is a $497 value, and here's one thing I want to make sure of. Obviously, during this presentation, I told you guys about what the opportunity is with YouTube automation. I told you guys about the opportunity behind doing faceless channels, because you don't have to be the one in front of the camera, and it's the easiest one to scale, and you don't have to be the one doing it. It's easy to automate. But at the same time, I know there's a lot of you guys who you love being in front of the camera, or maybe you just feel like you have something to say, or you have something you're passionate about that you want to talk about. And I would never want to discourage you from doing that just because it's easier to maybe automate it if you're not the one in front of the camera. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be showing you how to get around the old way of being a celebrity YouTuber. Get rid of all the things I told you guys about buying extremely expensive equipment, coming up with the ideas, sitting in front of a camera for hours and hours. We're basically going to get rid of all of that stuff for you and allow you to talk about what you're passionate about, do what you love, be in front of the camera, let off your personality, grow your personal brand, but with the new way. You see, with the new way, it's much more simple. All you have to do is step in front of the camera, talk about what you're passionate about, and then literally the rest happens for you, and you can actually go viral. See, all celebrity automation is it's just being in front of the camera, plus having an automated YouTube channel. So you step in front of the camera and everything else is automated for you. That's the actual goal of celebrity automation. You don't want to have to be the one that's editing the videos. You don't have to be the one that's even uploading them. All you want to do is talk about what you're passionate about, be in front of the camera, send it off, and have an entire team automate the rest of the process for you, which is really, really exciting. It's something I'm personally doing for my personal channels now, and something that I'm going to recommend to so many other personal brands out there as well. So inside celebrity automation, there's 3 things that we're going to be talking about. Number 1, we're going to be talking about how to actually automate celebrity channels. That way you can just step in front of the camera, everything else happens for you. We're going to show you how to set the team, etc. You're also going to be learning how to be good on camera, even if you currently are. So I'm going to be sharing you guys some of the things that I've learned with being on camera, with how many different videos I've filmed, and what I kind of do in my mind before I step in front of a camera that I know millions of people are about to see what I'm creating. I'm going to share with you guys how to be good on camera, even in situations like that, and just how to be good on camera to where you connect with your audience, to where you're able to influence them, to where you're able to really connect with them on a deep level. All those things we're going to be talking about inside of celebrity automation. And then we're going to show you, this one's actually really cool as well. We're going to be showing you guys how to create a celebrity automation agency. Now this one is super interesting, because I know what you're learning inside of YTA Masterclass is a skill, right? You have this skill of doing automated channels. So it's actually a way for you to look for you to approach the people that you look up to. Maybe it's a role model, maybe it's an influencer, maybe it's a celebrity that you really look up to, whoever it might be. There's a way for you to be able to approach them and say, listen, I'll automate your channel for you. I'll do celebrity automation for you. I'll run it for you. I'll set up the team for you. I'll do all that stuff. All we have to do is just split the profits and you step in front of the camera. This is a really cool thing, a way for you guys to connect with celebrities, a way for you guys to make some extra money, a way for you guys to produce a side income. It's just a really cool thing. That's basically just using a celebrity automation agency to where you approach personal brands, you approach celebrities. Once again, guys, there's so many different ways to make money with automation, but you just approach celebrities, you automate the channel for them, and you split profits, which is super neat. As a super neat bonus. Facts action bonus number 9 is we're going to throw in how to get your channel monetized. This is $297 value, and this one's extremely simple. We're just gonna help you learn how to buy a monetized channel so you don't lose out on your profits in the beginning. Because you wanna make sure you start off the gate. Like if you guys don't wanna lose out on the profits day one, we're gonna show you guys just how to buy it. I know I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but we're gonna show you guys who to reach out to, how to get everything transferred over when it happens. We just don't want you guys to have to lose out on the profits. So we're gonna show you guys how to buy a monetized channel. Now guys, this bonus is absolutely one of the most exciting and one of the ones that I need to be thanked for the most, because for me to be able to make this happen for you guys was a very, very big deal, but it's all good. You guys will just thank me for the results that you get from it. Now this one is we're gonna be getting the highest CPM and most profitable niches. This one's easily a $2,997 value. Honestly, that's just kind of being conservative. This is absolutely the hardest thing to get Devin to share. And what he's gonna be sharing inside of this is the niches that blow up the fastest, the niches that are most sustainable long-term, the niches that are unpredictable but win big, the niches that are consistent and safe but have low reward, the highest CPM niches that pay the most per view, the lowest CPM niches that go insanely viral. So maybe you don't get paid the most per view, but they go really viral, so you could actually end up making more money in the long run. Basically, Devin's just gonna share with you guys the niches that absolutely work the best, because like you've heard throughout this entire thing, one of the most important parts is the niche you choose. That could be the difference between a successful channel and not. That could be the difference between all sorts of different things, like how much you get paid per video, how cheap your team is. It's very, very important. If you guys pick a really good niche, you will get momentum off of the bat. But the thing is, we can only do this for people that literally join by the time I say my final word on this live event today. By the time this presentation is done, you have to join before then, because Devin's only let me get this out to a small handful of people, and it took a long conversation to make this happen for you guys. But I am excited for those of you guys that join by the end of this training, by the time this presentation is done. We're gonna be throwing that in as a fast action bonus, which is really exciting. How many of you guys are excited about that one, by the way? I feel like that one's gonna be a really big one, especially with how much I've mentioned niches. You guys have the opportunity to actually get them. And then don't forget, like I said in the very beginning, we're actually throwing in an extra fast action bonus. This one's only limited to 10 people. And I would click the button now before I even tell you what that thing is, because I know people are gonna flock to this one. And that's that we are giving away 10 monetized channels for free. That means a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 plus hours of watch time. We're gonna be giving away 10 channels like that. That way you can get paid off the bat, but we can only do that for the first 10 people that join today, because there's only so many monetized channels that we have to give away. And these are the channels that we blew up, or ones that we bought ourselves, and we're giving away 10 of them for free to the first 10 people that join. So click the button below and make sure you're one of those first 10 people to join, because this is a super valuable one. So let me go to recap real quick everything we're throwing in the YTA Masterclass, because I know by now, if you're anything like me, you're probably a little bit overwhelmed, because we literally just said so much that we're throwing in there. But here's the very simple way to put it. We're throwing in everything you need to start a YouTube automation channel and a YouTube automation network of channels. That's what we're throwing in. Our goal is to get you results. So here's all that you're gonna be getting in order to get results. Number one, you're gonna be getting the 8-week YTA Masterclass. So for this, you're gonna be getting a lifetime membership and access, which is a $4,997 value, meaning we'll never take it away from you. If you stay in, it is yours, and it is yours forever. We're also gonna give you guys the done-for-you tools, softwares, templates, and the YTA checklist as well that you can check off, knowing that you have a fully automated channel. That's a $997 value. We're gonna be giving you guys the SOPs to scale. That way you have the standard operating procedures it takes to be an actual YTA empire and to have a network of automated channels just like Devin does. So you guys are meeting those. You're gonna be getting the YTA members only community, which we'll be hanging out in, and that's where I'll be being able to see all the amazing results you guys get. And you're also getting the maximum wage mentality, which that one is absolutely priceless. I literally don't want to put a price on it, because to have that mentality, I'm excited for that one. Like, I definitely want you guys to make sure to post inside the community when you go through the mentality what you guys thought, because me and my business partner Ryan poured our soul into that over a week. I just can't wait to have you, or for you guys to have access to that. So with everything you're getting with the YTA Masterclass, that's a total value of $6,788, and that's just for the YTA Masterclass. That's not including the bonuses you're gonna be getting. Once again, the first bonus is Devin's gonna be training your YTA team for you, easily a $1,997 value. You're gonna be getting fund for free, which is another $1,997 value. We're gonna be showing you guys how to fund your channel for free, the 3 ways to do that, as well as the 1 way to turn every single video and give it extra 5 chances to go viral. You guys are gonna be getting tripling through translation, $197 value. Fourth bonus, you're gonna be getting monetizing outside of monetization, which is really, really exciting that you guys are gonna be getting to learn that. It's a $797 value. You guys are gonna be getting YouTube advertising mastery, which is a $997 value. You guys are gonna be able to learn from Brian Moncada, a really close friend of mine who's just a great guy. Not to mention he's done $30 million with YouTube ads, which is good, so you guys get to learn from the absolute top. You guys are gonna be getting YTA investing, which is $997 value. So you can learn how to buy channels, invest in channels, get parts of channels, own full channels, make sure it's automated when you own it, all that good stuff. You're going to be getting YTA channel flipping secrets, which is a $497 value. You're getting celebrity automation, which is a $497 value. That way, if you want to be that personal brand, you want to be the one in front of the camera, we're going to show you how to do that, but doing it the new way, which is really important. I don't wish the old way upon anyone. And we're going to give you guys the 9th bonus, which is how to get your channel monetized, which is $297 value. And don't forget, there is that expiring bonus that is only available if you get this before the training ends. Before I say my final word today, you're going to be getting the highest CPM and most profitable YTA niches. That's a $2,997 value. And once again, guys, don't forget, we also have where we're going to be giving away 10 monetized channels for free with a minimum of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. That's only for the first 10 people that join today. Guys, that's a total value of $18,058. So once again, click the button below. You guys can get started, get all that value today for just $597, 2 payments, or you can pay in full and do $997, which will save you $200. So guys, get started. Join the YTA Masterclass. We can't wait to have you guys a part of this movement, to have you guys a part of this family, to have you guys a part of this community. And if you want to go there, just go ahead and click the button below. Now, once again, I got to give you guys this warning before I go ahead and get into Q&A and answer all your guys' questions, which is really exciting that I finally get to get into because you guys have so many great questions. You guys, I know you guys have been burning to get answers to, and that's this. This is the warning beforehand. Although all the facts, action bonuses will only be available on this webinar, don't forget the YTA niches will be expired by the time this webinar ends. So make sure to click the button below, and that way you can get access to that. And also, in order to get a free monetized channel, once again, you have to be one of the first 10 people to join. That's just what I have to make sure that you guys still remember. And the reason why we can only give out so many niches is because that's what Devin's allowing us to do. So we're going to give that to people that join by the time this ends. And the reason we can only give out so many monetized channels is because we only have so many that we can literally give out. They're actual channels that have been built up. Time has gone into that. Money has gone into that. And we want to make sure that you guys can get started, but that's only for the first 10 people. So once again, guys, I know I keep saying it because I want you guys to know, be able to know where to go. That's click the button below. And one thing my dad taught me growing up is he said to only trust results. And guys, I'm telling you guys what, you know that you can trust Devin if that's the case because you know the results that Devin's gotten. You know the results Devin's one-on-one students have gotten. And because of that, I'm writing him a $100,000 check to make sure that you are going to be learning everything that they did and more in the 8-week YTA Masterclass. I want you guys to learn everything as one-on-one students learn and more. I don't want anything being left out. That's why we're throwing in all these bonuses. And one important thing to know before I go and recap and let you guys know how you guys can get started is the reason why we're throwing in so many bonuses, even though it may seem overwhelming, is we want to give you guys everything you need to be able to win. And just so you know, we made this extremely simple. Although it seems like a lot, when you guys get into the YTA Masterclass, when you guys get into your membership site and you guys see in there everything you got plus your bonuses, it is so seamless. It's so easy. We're not one of those people that just film long videos just to film long videos or throw in a bunch of stuff, just throwing a bunch of stuff. We literally only give you guys what you need to get results. And if it takes us 3 minutes in a video to get you guys results with this one thing, we're doing 3 minutes. If it takes us 30 minutes, we're gonna do that. We're only doing what it takes to actually get you guys results. And we even kind of took some of the bonuses, we littered it within the 8-week YTA Masterclass. That way you can be getting those as you go along. So guys, it's a seamless process. When you get in there, I know you guys are gonna absolutely love it. So once again, all the things you're getting the YTA Masterclass, you're getting the done for you tools, softwares, templates, and the YTA checklist. You're getting the SOPs to scale your YTA empire. You're getting the YTA members only community. You're getting the maximum wage mentality. You're going to be getting 9 fast action bonuses that's only available on this training, which is Devin will be training your YTA team for you. You're going to be getting fun for free, tripling through translation, monetizing outside of monetization, YouTube advertising mastery, YTA investing, YTA channel flipping secrets, celebrity automation, how to get your channel monetized, and then don't forget about the extra fast action bonuses, which is the expiring bonus that goes away once this training is completely over after my final word spoken, and that's you're going to be getting the highest CPM and most profitable YTA niches. And don't forget the also bonus that's limited to the first 10 people, and that's that we are giving away 10 monetized channels for free with 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 plus hours of watch time. You guys can get all this and get started now for just $997 or 2 monthly payments of $597. So once again, 2 monthly payments of $597, or you can just go ahead and save $200 by paying in full and doing $997. So with all that being said, I think it's time to go ahead and get into the questions. I'm gonna go ahead and take the first one from Beatrice. This is the first one I just saw. She asked, if everyone does this, will it still work? Oh, actually, okay, that's a fantastic question, Beatrice, and I actually forgot to tackle this one in the presentation, so I appreciate you bringing this up, because a lot of people don't know this. They're like, Caleb, you're gonna be sharing the YTA formula. Is this eventually gonna get saturated? And the answer is this. No, guys, it's not gonna get saturated. There's 1.8 trillion views a year on YouTube. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, I think that's enough views to go around for everyone. I mean, plus, we're also gonna be doing this for only a small handful of people. So only a small handful of people are gonna be getting YTA. So if you're worried about saturation, Trust me, there's some views waiting for you in the 1.8 trillion views that there are every single year on YouTube. Plus, not even like most people don't know about this formula, and you're gonna be one of the few small handful of people inside of YTA that are learning it. So hopefully, Beatrice, that answers your questions for you and gives you some more certainty in joining YTA. Okay, so I see this next question. It's from Amar. Amar says he lives in India. Does this work for me? All right, another great question from Amar. There's a lot of great questions I'm seeing in the chat. So Amar says, he says, will this work for me? Yes, Amar, it absolutely will. You see, automated YouTube channels work for anywhere where you can create a YouTube account. If you have an account on YouTube, you are literally eligible to get paid. In fact, this is actually one of my favorite things about YouTube and one thing that makes this opportunity so special. And I know there's a lot of opportunities that are limited to location. That's one of the coolest parts about YTA is literally anywhere in the world that you can create a YouTube account, you can do it. So Omar, to answer your question, all the way in India, shout out to you, my man. If you're able to create a YouTube account, you are able to get paid. And if you're able to get paid and get views, then the YTA formula will work for you. Okay, next question is from Fred from Iowa. Shout out to Iowa. I actually got some roots in Iowa. He said, I know I can make money on YouTube. I'm just afraid it will take a long time to get monetized. He's basically just want to know how hard is it to get monetized. Okay, Fred, I know a lot of other people are probably wondering this as well because you're joining YTA to make money, and obviously you want to be able to make sure you're going to be able to get paid off the bat, and you don't want to have to be producing a constant amount of videos and waiting to get monetized. Now, here's the good news. Obviously, number one, the first 10 people that joined YTA Masterclass are going to be getting one for free today. And also, as a bonus to joining today, we're going to be showing you how to purchase a monetized channel for cheap. That way, literally, day one, you would start to get paid if you follow our formula, which is extremely, extremely simple. And you can literally get some monetized channels for as low as $200. But here's the deal. Even if you don't go buy a channel, even if you're not one of the first 10 people to join, I want to kind of ease you guys real fast. Guys, using Devin's formula that he teaches in the 8-week masterclass, getting a monetized channel will happen way faster than you think. I mean, for some of Devin's channels, the turnaround on getting monetized was literally within the first 3 days. He was able to turn on monetization. And with the old way, it was still easy with the old way, but now it's even easier. If you guys follow the formula inside the 8-week masterclass, it'll happen way quicker than you think, and you guys will get monetized and be able to start getting paid. So I'm excited for that to be happening for you guys. Okay, Kelly asks, do I have time to talk to my husband about this? Yes, Kelly, you do. But I do got to give you a quick warning, as you heard me say a second ago. If you want the facts action bonuses, and especially the niches, I would literally call him right now. Like, as you're watching this, give him a ring, call him up, and just make sure to leave this tab open. Because if you exit out of the tab, you could be losing out on the fast action bonuses, and you could be losing out on the niches, which is a very valuable part about YouTube. So if you leave this tab open, give him a ring right now, tell him about this. I would never want someone to make a decision without being able to talk to someone who's a part of that thing. But I would literally give him a call right now, and then once you get back and he lets you know that you're good to go, all you gotta do is just click the button below and get started. And by the way, Kelly, tell your husband I said hello, by the way. Shout out to him. Okay, Oscar says, what if I can't afford this? Well, first of all, Oscar, I feel you, my man. I understand that not everyone is in a fantastic financial position right now. And even though obviously the value you're going to be getting makes the $997, where you're going to be saving $200, or even the 2 payments of $597, an absolute no-brainer. There's some people, this is a big decision for you. Obviously, maybe you're pressed financially. But here's what I'll tell you, Oscar. And this is something my dad taught me growing up. And if you don't mind, bro, outside of everything I'm going to be teaching you in YTA, if you don't mind, if you can give me your permission to coach you real fast, let me just share this with you. One of the things my dad told me growing up is he said, listen, Caleb, he said, broke people ask if they can afford stuff. Wealthy people ask how they can afford stuff. And if there's something that you feel if you invest in, it's going to help your life. It's going to set you in a better position. My dad used to always say, Caleb, don't ask, can you afford it? Ask, how can you afford this? And one of the things I've learned is what it takes to succeed is whatever it takes. So what I would tell you, Oscar, is if you can't currently afford this, bro, what I'd be thinking is, how can you afford this? I mean, I've literally been on the phone sometimes with people, and they've gotten so passionate about different things I was talking about, they literally went and sold their car to make it happen. Now, obviously, I'm not encouraging you guys to sell your car, but I am telling you that level of commitment makes it almost impossible to fail when you're that committed to where you're at. And I know there was times when my dad and I were pressed financially, but because we invested in something, it put us in the position now where we can invest with ease. So if you can't afford this, Oscar, I would just ask yourself, how can I afford this? And obviously, you know that you're not spending money right now, you're investing money. And I think that's a very important thing to understand, Oscar, is right now, like what you're doing with YTA, you're investing in a vehicle to be able to make you even more money. And quite honestly, if you can't afford this currently, that should be even more of a motivator to figure out how you can make this happen, because I don't want you guys to have to be in that position. Like, to me, money isn't everything, but I'll tell you what, it is a massive thing, and there's nothing worse than being held back and having that weight of finances. So shout out to you, Oscar, and I hope you figure out how to make this happen, and I believe in you, brother. Okay, so Xander said, I just joined and I am a YouTuber. He said that his personal channel has been struggling. Should I shut down my channel and start a faceless channel? Okay, awesome, Xander. So this is a really great question, and one that I kind of want to take carefully and just make sure that I do the proper way, because I'm not just going to tell someone who has a personal channel to absolutely end it. If you're passionate about being in front of the camera, if you love being on there, there's something you're passionate about, you have a message to share, something like that, I'm not going to tell you to shut it down just because faceless channels are more profitable. That's actually why I threw in celebrity automation, to make sure those of you who want to be in the front of the camera, you can do that. Now, here's one thing I could recommend, and that's that maybe right now, this is a question you have to ask yourself. Like maybe right now, you do want to shut down the personal channel. You want to get your finances right, start a faceless channel, get that going. And then once that's doing well, then maybe you can make up your mind that you want to start your personal channel back up and use YouTube automation. Maybe you just want to go through YTA Masterclass and you just want to learn the automation and you want to automate your personal channel. To be really honest with you, Xander, it's something that I think that's a decision for you to make. I don't know where you're at right now. Maybe if we sat down and have a conversation, it'd be different. But I do know that inside the YTA Masterclass, whether you stick to your personal channel, being able to just go through celebrity automation alone will be massively life-changing. In fact, that's the first thing I'd recommend you to do, is go through celebrity automation and then go through the automation as well, and consider maybe just starting a faceless channel until you get your finances together. Maybe take some time to rejuvenate, because I know how hard it is doing the old way. And then once you have that in place, bro, then go all back in with the personal channel. That's just something that's personally what I would do. I'd go through celebrity automation, and then I go through automation and make the decision then. Okay, so Chrissy says that she's a single mother running a full-time business. Do I have time for this? Now, first of all, Chrissy, I have a lot of respect for you for being a single mother and running a full-time business. I know you have a lot on your plate. And honestly, absolutely you have time for this. This is literally designed for people just like you. In fact, we want you to be able to do this in your free time. That's why we called it an 8-week masterclass. Now, will it take 8 weeks? For me, this is a weekend masterclass. But the only reason we said 8 weeks is because someone who doesn't have a lot of time in their day, and this is something they can just go through a little bit each and every single day, it's an 8-week masterclass for them. So even if your day is crammed with so much stuff, you will be able to do this in your free time, which is super exciting. Okay. All right. Hugo said he just joined. Where does he access his bonuses? Well, first of all, shout out to you, Hugo. I'm excited to have you a part of the YTA Masterclass, and I know that you made an absolutely fantastic decision. And it looks like you got all the fast action bonuses as well, which is super, super exciting. So how do you access your bonuses? Now, when you first log into the YTA Masterclass, into your membership site, there's going to be a bunch of videos, which is basically the 4 parts of the YTA Masterclass. I'm going to be sharing with you guys, obviously, how to run your channel. And then all of your bonuses, where you access those, is literally just going to be directly below that. Now, some of the bonuses are littered inside of the YTA Masterclasses, and there's actually even some hidden bonuses that we didn't even share today that we give you guys as a bonus of joining, because we want to continue to over-deliver. So you guys, when you get in there, there's going to be things we didn't even mention today that you guys are going to be getting. But as far as how to access them, the bonuses are littered all throughout the 8-week masterclass. And then at the very bottom, you're going to see where you can access all the bonuses, celebrity automation, the list goes on. It's very well formatted. So once you log in, bro, you will literally see all of that, and it's all in one place, because we're all about simplicity. And guys, that's really what I'm about. I love simplicity. One of my favorite quotes is from Steve Jobs. He said, "Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication." And I believe that, brother. So we made sure to keep it simple for you, Hugo. Okay, Joshua says, "I'm in the middle of another course right now. What should I do?" Okay, Joshua, this is also a fantastic question, because I know a lot of people, if you're watching this right now, you're someone who is trying to make a better life for yourself. You're someone who loves and believes in investing in yourself and believes in education and going through training. And I think that's fantastic, bro. The fact that you're in another course and you're watching this just shows you that you really do have a hunger to learn, which is fantastic. Now, I do need you to understand this, Joshua. I hate shiny object syndrome and people who constantly change paths. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, I know so many people who they do so many different things and they never go all in with one of them, and that's why none of them ever work. But I am also gonna tell you this, Joshua. I also have looked at all the opportunities in this industry. I've looked at so many different things. I've gone through so many courses myself, and I'm just gonna be real with you, dude. YTA is by far the best opportunity that I've seen. So personally, if it was me, and I don't know what other course you're going through, dude, but I would go all in with this. And that's only because I've gone through other courses, I've seen other models, bro, but YTA, it literally, I just believe in it in such a level. I would just say, dude, go all in with this. Get this to work. Like, just literally obsessed. Like, that's really the key to actually winning. So that would be my recommendation to you. Usually I don't tell people to change paths, and I don't want them definitely to chase shiny objects. But at the same time, I believe in people going all in, and I believe this is the best opportunity for you, Joshua. So shout out to you, brother. So Melissa said, I'm getting married in 7 months and just joined YTA, and she's hoping that she can add another 2 weeks to her honeymoon. Let's go, Melissa. Okay, I'm super excited to hear that. Congratulations on becoming a part of it. Congratulations on getting married. That's a super big time in your life, and I can't wait to see YTA work for you and add an extra 2 weeks to your honeymoon. In fact, you know what I love, Melissa? When you get into everything and you go into the YTA community, the moment that you go on your honeymoon and you have an extra 2 weeks thanks to YTA, make sure to post it. That way I can love it up. That way I can see it. And that's my favorite thing, by the way, guys. I just love seeing people that are actually getting results for this, because that's personally why I'm in it. So, Melissa, I'm excited about it, and I can't wait for this to add some extra time freedom for you. Okay, so Daniela said, I just joined. What niche should I choose? Well, Daniela, you actually joined before this ends, so you inside of there have all the top niches, the highest CPM and most profitable niches. So what I would do is I would go through that training. I would take a look at the niches that Devin recommends, and I would literally just choose the one that makes the most sense for you. There's different niches for different people with where they're at. I would choose the one that's most for you. And I know you have this question right now, but since you joined before this today, you're literally gonna go in there and you're gonna have every single one of your questions to ask. And I guarantee you by the time you're done watching that, you're gonna know exactly what niche is perfect for you to start out, Daniela. So congrats, and well done making this happen before this even ends. That way you get access to the niches, because once again, guys, I'm telling you, that was one of the hardest things to get Devin to share, and I'm excited that because of the conversation I had with him, you're now getting access to that. That's exciting. Okay, so Lexi just said, I just joined, excited to join the community. How do I access? Okay, Lexi, so once again, all you have to do in order to access is once you invest, there's gonna be sending an email to your inbox with the email that you signed up with. And there's gonna be a simple link. All you have to do is just put in your information, just create a username, create a password, and you will be inside. So that email should be in your inbox, and on the next page after you join as well, there's also a link that takes you there as well. We reach out multiple ways, and it's super simple to join. And as far as joining the community goes, that's also in the membership as well. So literally inside of the membership site, there's a link to join the community that you can just link to, and it'll take you right there. And then also inside your email, once again, there's going to be a link to the community, so you can hop in there super fast, and that way you don't just get to go into it once, but anytime you just have that thing bookmarked. Anytime you want to hop into the community, you just go to that exact same link. So Doug said, I don't know how to edit, and he basically said, do I have to buy editing software? Doug, you do not. See, with how YTA works, you literally you don't need any equipment at all. In fact, we're going to show you how to actually hire overseas team members who already have the equipment for you. So we're going to show you how to hire overseas team members who already have their own editing software, who already have their own microphones, all that stuff. So as a part of being a part of YTA, you don't need any equipment whatsoever. So you're not going to have to do that, and you don't need to know how to edit it. If you're starting off and you're going to want to edit the videos yourself, if that's what you want to do, there's videos in there from Devin showing you how to actually edit. But for those of you who don't want to, we're also going to show you guys how to outsource that super easily, and you don't ever have to edit a single video. Now, maybe that's something you want to learn. That's in there. You can learn that. But if you never want to have to edit a single video, because I don't know about you guys, but I've edited a lot, and personally, it's not my favorite thing. You never have to edit or buy any editing software or any equipment whatsoever. Hopefully that answers your question, Doug. So Keisha says, how much money did Devin start with? Keisha, that's a very great question, and I'm actually excited you asked this one, because this is one of the coolest parts about Devin. When Devin first started out, he started with no money, and all he had was an iPhone 7. That's how low this barrier to entry is getting in, and how little you actually need upfront capital. That's one of the things that makes this business model so cool. Literally all he had was an iPhone 7, and I think there's even ways like for that even not to happen. So like literally all he had was an iPhone 7, started out with no money, and he got this to work. So Keisha, if you're currently not in the best place financially and you're a part of YTA, you are set up. Talia said, could my kid do this for me? That's actually a super funny question, Talia. Absolutely, your kid can do this for you. The way that we lay this out is so simple. I mean, don't forget, Devin has one kid. He's 14 years old, and he's doing $30,000 a month from his YouTube channel. Just one kid at 14 years old. So absolutely, your kid can do this for you. In fact, this actually be a really cool thing to do. My dad, growing up, he used to always have me watch some of the things that he was doing in his business. He had me working in the business, which is very good for me, and I was learning. And it was also great for my dad because, hey, he had a free worker, which is pretty cool as well. So Talia, if you do want to do that, your kids can definitely do this. Jessica said, hey Caleb, I just joined. I've been following you for years, and I saw you speak at Funnel Hacking Live. You were my favorite speaker. You moved me to tears. Thank you for changing my son and I's life. Jessica, that means the world to me. Literally, that's why I do what I do, is for messages like this. And for me, that's the coolest thing. When people say that I changed their life, I changed their kids' lives, I changed their family's life, like, to me, that's why I'm in this. And I know so many people that aren't in this industry for that reason, and that's not why they do the things they do. But that's why I work as much as I work. It's not just because I have some work ethic. It's because I'm really driven by seeing stuff like that. So Jessica, I appreciate you bringing that up, and that's truly my motive. And by the way, something extra I'm going to throw in there for you guys. Remember this: if you're not motivated, it's because you have the wrong motives. And like, that's why that's why for me personally, it's so important that I make sure I'm always in integrity, I'm in ethics, I'm doing this for people, not just money, because that's the easiest way to lose motivation, is when you have the wrong motives behind what you're doing. But Jessica, that's why I do what I do. So thank you for letting me know that. Santiago, my guy, he said, I've bought drop shipping courses in the past and they didn't work for me. I feel you, Santiago. I know a lot of people that have bought courses in the past, it didn't work for them. A lot of people that had a lot of hope, they invested, even sometimes their last money. And that's why for us personally, we did create the 30-day refund policy, and we even gave you fund for free. That way, you literally have no way to lose, my man. Now, I personally believe this YTA Masterclass is going to work for you, but even if it doesn't, you don't even have to lose any money. You can literally fund your channel for free, and you have the 30-day refund policy. So if you didn't get results, we'll fully refund your money, and it'll be as if you never invested. But Santiago, I believe in you, brother. I believe if you follow this the right way and you go through the 8-week Masterclass, you're going to be chilling, my dude. Toby said, I hate my job, but I'm scared to quit it. Should I quit it and do YTA? Toby, I'm actually going to give you an answer that's kind of shocking. My answer would be no. I would tell you not to quit your job. And I know a lot of people who would say otherwise. But what I would tell you is, because of how YTA is set up, I would tell you do this on the side. This isn't one of those things where you need to quit your job and go all in. What I would tell you is, I would say do YTA on the side, go through the YTA Masterclass, go through your fast action bonuses, and I would say once you have it working, Toby, then I would quit your job and go all in with this. But I would personally tell you not to do it. And I would tell you just to do it on the side, because you don't need to be spending all day on this. This doesn't have to be a full-time job. You literally can be having side income coming in, and then once that side income's coming in, quit your job and make it a full-time income. So Victor says, I've been in the internet marketing space, and although I've had some success, it is a constant uphill battle, and advertising on Facebook just keeps getting harder for me. I want to replace my income. How long will this take? Well, first of all, Victor, I relate with this, brother. I absolutely feel where you're coming from, because I've spent a lot of money on advertising, and it's just the worst when they absolute break. They continue to get harder and harder, and definitely is not sustainable. But here's what I would say. It honestly depends. This will not take very long, but at the exact same time, we hold your hand through every single step of the process. I mean, like I said, Devin in 2 videos has channels making him almost $5,000 a month. That's crazy in just 2 videos. So this could happen extremely fast for you. It could take a little bit longer. It just depends. But all I want you to know, bro, is we hold your hand through every single step of the process, making sure that you're following the exact same formula that Devin's following in the channels that in 2 videos, it is making him $5,000 a month. And our goal is very simple. By the time you finish the masterclass, we want you to have 1 profitable YouTube channel or more. And if we don't, once again, Victor, we're going to fully refund you, bro. We want to make sure that we actually have you a profitable channel. And don't forget, Victor, you can do this in your free time, my man. Like, I know what it's like to run an internet marketing company, and this is something that you could absolutely do in your free time. And you don't even need to pause your current business, because I know a lot of people watching this, you guys already have a business going on. You don't need to pause it. If you have a job, you don't need to quit it. This is something you can do in your free time. And also, Victor, don't forget, we're also throwing in that YouTube advertising bonus, bro. So if your Facebook ads continue to break, if all you got was the YouTube advertising bonus, it would be worth it for you, Victor. Valerie said, is this guaranteed to work? Well, theoretically, Valerie, yes, it is guaranteed. I mean, we do have the 30-day money-back guarantee. So if it doesn't work for you, you get all your money back. Andrew said, will this be available in a few months? Andrew, no, this offer is only available on this webinar. This offer for YTA is not going to really exist anywhere else. And I do want to tell you this, Andrew, because one thing I know is a lot of people always constantly, they say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do YTA. I hear people say in the past, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to start a business. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to spend time with my family. You know what I found, Andrew? The people that say they're going to, right? They say, I'm gonna. What I found is the gun that kills the most people is the gunner. People say they're gonna write a book, gonna start a business, gonna do YTA. They constantly say they're gonna do things, and that gun ends up killing their dreams. So what I would tell you, Andrew, is even though I know you're probably saying that thing, well, maybe I'll do this in a few months, it sounds great. But I would tell you, bro, I've never met someone who said they're gonna do something, and that's how they become great. It's the people that even if it didn't make full sense to them in the moment, even if at the current thing there was certain things they had to do and they had to push through the current circumstances, the people that take immediate action, they're the ones that win. And another one of my favorite quotes is that there's 7 days in a week, but someday isn't one of them, and I truly believe that, bro. So know this offer is only available on this webinar, and dude, I would tell you, don't wait a few months, man. This is something that I want you guys getting going ASAP, and it'd be one thing if this is something you had to do full time, bro. This is something you can do in your free time, man. Daquan said, I just joined. It's really tight for me financially right now. So what do you recommend is the best way to get started so I make my money back? Well, first of all, Daquan, once again, I am proud of you. I'm proud of everyone who is joining YTA. I continue to see names popping up here. And don't forget, Daquan, money replenishes, but time doesn't, my man. So you made a fantastic decision to become a part of this, because although you spent the money today, what you would never get back is if you didn't spend the money is the countless time that you would be spending as a result of not spending the money that you spent today, bro. So I'm extremely proud of you of making this decision, even though it's tight for you financially, because I know for a fact that there's one thing that happens to humans, that's that we survive, but I want you guys to be able to thrive, and that's what we really have here with YTA. And what I would recommend you, Daquan, is I would start off with doing fun for free. That's what I would do. I would first go through the fun for free section. I would learn how to absolutely fund my channel for free. That way I don't have to spend a lot of money up front. I'd get my channel to work. And then once I have my channel working, bro, I'd go through the SOPs to scale, and I continue to scale up, man. And my goal for you is that it's not tight for you financially much longer, bro. So I'm excited that you became a part of this. I'm excited to have you part of the community, and make sure to post in there whenever you, when it's no longer tight financially for you. And guys, I know that feeling, what it's like to be financially tight, guys. I'm telling you guys, there's absolutely nothing worse. So my excitement is that doesn't have to be no more for a lot of you guys. Brittany says, I have a podcast and a personal brand. How would you use YTA if you were me? Well, Brittany, there's two ways I would use YTA. Number one is I would use celebrity automation. So I would upload literally my podcast, and I would do celebrity automation where it's completely automated. And there's even ways to take the videos that the podcast you're already creating, turn them into videos, and how you can actually be making more money on top of the podcast that you're doing with the exact same content. So I'd go through celebrity automation, and I'd learn from that, and I would make sure to profitably blow up my brand. And guys, this is really cool, Brittany, because I know a lot of people spend so much money on advertisement trying to get their brand out there. They want to get in front of people. What's cool about YouTube automation is you're literally getting in front of millions of people. You're getting in front of a lot of people, but you're also getting paid to do it. So it's like this really weird thing where it's like you're profitably getting exposure, which is kind of reverse than how a lot of people do this in the industry. So the first thing I would do is I go through celebrity automation. The second thing I would do is I would create a channel in your podcast niche. That's actually something super interesting you could do. Like, it's not even your face. It doesn't have anything to do with you. You could create a channel in the niche of your podcast, and every single video in that channel that goes viral could be pushing to the podcast that you have. There's a lot of ways to get creative with it, but I'd start off with celebrity automation. Tony said, I tried to build a website before, but I am bad with tech, so it didn't work for me. Is this the same? Tony, I feel you, my man. I know a lot of people that have tried websites. They've tried all sorts of different things like that, and it never works for them because they're just not good at tech naturally. I know that's a lot of you guys, and a lot of people, they say, well, Caleb, you're good at tech because you're so young. But truth is, first of all, I'm not that great at tech, and second of all, I know a lot of people that have no clue what they're doing with tech, but YTA works for them because remember, you're not the one that's doing it. You don't have to be the one that's good at technology. So what I would tell you, Tony, is, dude, this is perfect for you. If you're bad at tech, this is the absolute best way for you to make money online, because everything else, it takes your upfront work. It takes you doing it, but you can completely automate and outsource this. And if you go through the videos, we explain it so simply, even someone who is absolutely terrible at tech can still make this work. Sinatra said they just joined and that they've been doing real estate for years and they're ready to get their digital real estate game on. Well, first of all, dude, is your name actually Sinatra? Because if so, that's literally the coolest thing ever. I'm the #1 Frank Sinatra fan in the world. Like, I literally love 50s music. And by the way, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you're watching this, you just want to be happier, listen to 50s music every day, man. It's the absolute best in the business. So if you're actually named Sinatra, that is just so cool. And let's give me an idea. I might. I kind of feel like if I ever have a son one day, I want to name him Sinatra. That's just a cool first name. And dude, I'm excited to have you a part of this. I'm excited that you've been doing real estate for years. And I'm excited that now you're going to be doing digital real estate and having assets produced every single day that pay you money, man. That's exciting. Dominic said, I was in the military for years and I just retired. Excited to be a part of the YTA Masterclass. Well, first of all, Dominic, I want to actually step back for a second, kind of step back from the whole YTA stuff. Dude, thank you so much for your service, sir. I have a lot of family in the military, and I have tremendous respect for anyone that has served. And one of the things my dad instilled in me so young was, just kind of like what it takes to actually be in the military, the sacrifices that are made. So Dominic, I just want to let you know, bro, I really, really appreciate you having you a part of this. It's an honor to have you in this, and I know the discipline that it takes to be in the military and what they instill in you. So YTA is absolutely going to be a breeze for you, brother, and I'm excited to have you a part of this masterclass. So once again, thanks for your service, man, and looking forward to having you a part of this. Sonia said, can I start a channel around something I'm passionate about? Absolutely you can, Sonia. Now, when you go through the niches, I'm obviously going to show you guys the most profitable niches, but there's so many different niches that work. Guys, I would tell you, one of the number one things actually Devin recommended to me in the past is doing a niche that you're passionate about, because it makes producing the videos so much easier, and it's just something that's like, it's cool when you're not just making money, but you're making money from something that you love absolutely doing. That's what Devin does a lot of times. He'll find interest in something, and even I know a channel that Devin did, he's just passionate about something, and he literally does the research for the videos himself, not because he has to. He has teams that could totally do it, but he does that because he loves that niche and he's passionate about it, and it's a way for him to profitably be able to research and do that. That's one of the cool things about YouTube automation. So if you want to start a channel about something you're passionate about, absolutely you can, Sonia. Luke says, I have a ton of student loan debt. Is this still a safe decision? Luke, brother, this is the absolute safest decision you could make, man. I'm real with you. If you have tons of student loan debt, that's not a reason not to join. That's not a reason this isn't a safe decision. That's a reason you literally have to become a part of this. And I know this is a massive decision. There's trillions of dollars worth of student loan debt, and it's something I'm personally extremely passionate about. So Luke, dude, if you have tons of student loan debt, I'm telling you to absolutely do this, bro. Absolutely. Like, I have friends that have had student loan debt in the past, and one of the absolute best things is when they have a vehicle that starts to make them money and they're able to pay that off, bro. And I can't wait to see that day where you pay off the student loan debt, bro. Like, I want you posting that in the YTA community the moment that happens, because that'll be absolutely so cool to see. And that's one of the things I'm really excited about, is I know how many people have student loan debt and have something like this. I know some of you guys are going to be able to get out of it with it. So if you have student loan debt, it's even more of a reason to do this, Luke. Kevin said, I just enrolled. Do I get the niches? Kevin, you do, bro. That's the exciting news. If you hear my voice right now, you get the niches. Like, literally, I don't care how you heard it. If you're listening to the exact words I'm saying right now and you enroll, you get the niches. The moment this ends, they're no longer available, but if you're listening to this, then you still have the opportunity to get the niches. So if you enrolled, Kevin, welcome to YTA Masterclass, and you do get it, bro. Joshua said, can I use YouTube automation to advertise my business? Yes, Joshua, you can. I actually plan on doing this for some of my products. See, there's so many different ways to monetize with YouTube, and like that's actually why we created the monetizing outside of monetization. And inside that, we're actually gonna show you guys how you can use YouTube automation, not just to make money from it, but to promote the products that you currently have. And that's what I'm gonna do with a lot of the products I have. I'm gonna basically get a bunch of attention with YouTube automation, and every single video is not just gonna make me money from the views, but I'm actually gonna be pushing back to the products that I'm creating. And that's a whole other thing that appeals to me about YouTube automation. All right, guys, I have time to take one more question real fast. Ali says, how can I buy this? Ali, I'm just gonna basically walk through the process really fast just to make this simple for you, because I see a few people are still confused on how to buy this. It's very, very simple, Ali. All you have to do is click the button below. When you click the button, it literally, if you like scroll to the bottom of this page, you're gonna see a button. It's gonna tell you, it's just gonna say like join YTA. If you click that button, it's going to take you to a page that just asks you for some very basic information. You're gonna put that information in. It's gonna ask you what card you would like to put the YTA Masterclass on. You're gonna go ahead and insert that. And the moment you click what you would rather do, whether it's $597 if you wanna do 2 main payments of that, or if you just wanna do the $997 in full and save $200, you're just gonna select that one. You're gonna click yes. And then, bam, you invested in YTA Masterclass. You now have access to it, and it's going to take you to the next page. And on that next page, it's going to be basically sharing with you how to get set up. And there's going to be one button. You click on that. It's going to take you into the membership site. And inside the membership site, it's going to be access to everything that you invested in. So all your bonuses are going to be in there. The 8-week YTA Masterclass is going to be in there. The access to the community is going to be in there. And it's laid out so simply that literally even a little kid could understand what's happening inside there, Ali. So all you got to do is click the button below, and it's very self-explanatory. I wanted to make sure this is super, super easy for you guys, and you guys are able to get in. Okay, guys. All right. Well, that brings our time to an end. I don't have any more time to get into questions. I wanted to make sure to stay in this time frame. I do want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Like, literally, to me, like I said before, time is your most valuable asset. So for you to give me that today literally means the absolute world. And I know what it takes in the 21st century to give over 2 hours of your time to something, for you to go hang out with someone for that long. And I'm very, very excited about that. And guys, don't forget, I'm always in the community. So once you have your first profitable channel, please post so I can see it. That's the #1 thing I want, is I want to see the results that you guys are actually getting. And post along the way as well inside the YTA community. When you guys join inside that community, I want you guys posting the questions you have, you just need support about something. Guys, no, we're always here for support. One of the number one things I told Devin is like, dude, I want to make sure that no one is alone during this process, because I know what it feels like to be trying to make something work alone. But guys, I'm telling you, people are your skip buttons. If you're in a community with a bunch of people together and you're all helping each other out, that's the ultimate way to skip to actual success and actually get results. So once again, guys, make sure you guys post in the community when you get results so I can see that, and also post along the way if you have any questions or you need any support whatsoever. And guys, don't forget, the webinar is ending right now. This live training is ending right now, but I am going to be giving you guys an extra few minutes for all of you who wanted to stay on till the very end and have your questions answered. But after that, guys, the fast action bonuses will no longer be available. I know that some of you guys, you wanted to make sure to have every one of your questions answered, so you guys stayed on to the end. I'm going to just leave it up for a few extra minutes, but after that, no longer the fast action bonus is going to be available for you. And once again, guys, I just want to thank you guys so much for taking advantage of this opportunity. And I just can't wait to see you guys take advantage of what I believe is our generation's greatest opportunity. And I just had so much fun connecting with you guys, getting to see all you guys' comments. I appreciate every single question. I'm so excited to every single person that I continue to see. I see like 3 more people literally join the YTA Masterclass, and you guys are now a part of this, because I really believe, for me, this is not just some course. This really is, the reason I call it a masterclass is I want you guys to be a master by the time you're done with this. I want you guys to absolutely understand everything you need to know about creating an automated YouTube channel, creating an automation business, because that's what it is. You see, I really believe that this is the next big opportunity. This is the next big business model, and I fully can say that with 100% integrity. I hope you guys hear everything from my heart today. And it's a pleasure connecting, a pleasure getting to know you guys, and I can't wait to see each and every single one of you guys that are inside of the YTA Masterclass, and all of you guys who took advantage of our generation's greatest opportunity. Thank you guys so much for your time today. And once again, if you guys want to join, all you got to do is click the button below. All right, looking forward to seeing you guys inside the Masterclass.